Wee! Yahoo! Hello. It's Monday. Can you believe it? Wait, it is Monday, right? It's Monday! It's Monday! How you guys doing? It's the start of a new week. My Gundam's a binka! Magandang kabinka! Sa inyong lahat! Hello. Oh my gosh, the captions actually said Maganda. Hello? Maganda. Maganda. Magandang kabinka! Oh my gosh. The captions know Tagalog. What the heck? That's crazy. Hello everyone. How you guys doing? Excuse me. I was playing around with a certain program today and I've been obsessed with it, and I've been so obsessed with it that I forgot that I wanted to play Pasoi today with you guys. We're gonna try to do that. We're gonna try to do that. But otherwise today is a good old-fashioned yap session. Let's see what we got here today. What we got here? The captions are smarter than me? No, the captions are just as smart as they need to be. Alright, who do we got here today? We got Saribot, our rock. We got Devin, hello. Harpsichorder, enjoy your hello, you got your sticker. Same with Devin, same with Matthew, same with Idol, hello. My gun was a binka. Gotta get down on Monday. Hello Mega Bronson, hello Folk, hello Peck School. Welcome you guys. It's a busy Monday today. Well, actually it wasn't super busy for me. But let me go ahead and set up my tracking. I wish I could show you what I've been working on, but I got secrets. I got secrets, and I gotta unfortunately keep it a secret, which sucks because I'm a squealer, man. I just love squealing. But yeah, I'm working on a couple of things, including playing around with I'll just say this, PNGTuber app. I started off on PNGTuber Plus, now I'm on PNGTuber Remix, but now I'm actually exploring VtubeStudio, like the full version of it. But before I get into that, my tracking is set up. We could get to class. Hello. How you guys doing? It's me, Babinka Bear, your local Sun Bear art history teacher and educational streamer. And today we are just yapping. We're just yapping, but we might also play one of my favorite card games that I've been, I've had a hankering for playing, Posoidos. Oh no, the redeems aren't working! No! Wait, why isn't it working? I did do a lot of changes. I did do a lot of changes to my scenes and stuff. Hold on. Run? Why is it not working? I kind of expected this to happen. I will refund you. I will refund your points, but basically I was organizing a whole bunch of my OBS scenes. Also, let's get some music playing. Oh, Louis Zong came out with a new hit. Let's give it a listen. Shiopi, hello. Back to Digi Mondays? I have been thinking about it. I actually bought a box. I think yesterday actually, because I just so happened to be in another part of the woods that I'm not usually in a part of. However, their prices were a bit much. So there's a teensy bit of regret there, but I got some pulls. Can we play multiplayer? Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping, is that we could all play together right now. The full VtubeStudio is looking neat. Yeah, I was experimenting with it. I paid the $8 for early access, and I've just been playing around with it. Let me figure out the redeems first of all. Because you wanted to embiggen the binka, right? Does embiggen the binka? Let me make sure. Let me take a look. See, even got you a sticker. Embiggen the bink. All right, let's see if this is working. I think it would actually be within. Let's see, classroom. No, it's in. I just love sulfuric acid. Wait, that source is still in that scene. How come it didn't do the thing? Huh. Why did it not do the thing? Binkum. Oh, it's because I messed. Oh, okay, I see. What I did is I was organizing a whole bunch of my sources on OBS and I renamed a whole bunch of them. So let's try this. There we go. And bigger the binka. There you go. I don't have to refund you now. But yeah, how you guys doing? How you guys doing while I'm nice and big? Let's see. You don't have to refund me. I just wish for the embiggening of bink. You can say it. I hate them too. I got another Time Stranger box, and I'm realizing that like wait, I think a couple of sets have come out since Time Stranger have come out. But the place that I went to, basically I went to a different part of the woods than I usually do this past weekend. And there was a card store over there that me and Beans haven't been to for a while, actually. For a very long while. We were kind of surprised to see that it was still, you know, going. It was still doing stuff. So we stopped by and it was like, oh, what the hey, since we're here, if they have Digimon cards, we'll buy Digimon cards. And then I saw that they had a box of Time Stranger and then, oh, we're back to small. But then it was like just that box plus a whole bunch of like older boxes that I had no interest in and were quite frankly a bit like expensive. So I was like, what the hey, I'll just get the Time Stranger one. And I opened all the packs and I realized that like, oh man, I already have like way more than enough of like the commons and uncommons. So there was low-key not really a point to me. Hey! Oh no, I forgot to fix the... Okay, give me a second. Let me fix this one. Binka model, Binka model. Let me fix the timing for this one too. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Oopsie. Yeah, as you can see, I've been playing around a lot with the with SAMMI. I'm actually prepping for a certain something. Here, let's run it. There you go. Shrink the bink. Prices fluctuate all the time with TCGs.
Of
American cheese. No, I'm gonna drown. You're hitting the not the microwave. You're hitting the magnifying glass. I didn't get any cheese. And I also have a mixture of expressions on right now. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad. Prices fluctuate all the time with TCGs. They do, but also, like, those boxes just seem, like, more expensive than they really needed to be. But I don't know. Also, good evening, church! I'm small. I do love sulfuric acid. MSRP doesn't fluctuate. And Binkin' the Binka. Unredeems your scene. You summon the cats, you pet the cats. Now playing Gundam TCG? My brain's not big enough for Gundam TCG. I'm still trying to figure out Digimon TCG if I'm being frank with you guys. What does Binka eat? I do eat a lot of cheese. There we go. Maj Binka. I'm going to do a similar redeem where it's Marge yelling, "Watch out, I've got Jimmies!" I've been back in my Simpsons era. Again, I've been watching a whole bunch of like Simpsons videos lately, including like the iceberg video and everything. I was just watching a video about the pink sedan that the Simpsons have and how many times it's been totaled. The answer is 20. It's been totaled 20 times. Let's see. Oh, you guys are saying hi to each other. Why are you making fun of me for being small? I think I fixed most of the other redeems. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. This past weekend was actually like quite chill. The past few weekends for the entirety of April have been hey! Yeah, that works. That definitely works. Yeah, the last few weekends have been pretty busy, like friends' birthday parties or going out to events or like a work-related thing. So for once we had like a pretty chill weekend this past weekend, and it was kind of nice to just like go out and for one I had to practice my driving again. I'm getting pretty decent at parallel parking. I'm getting pretty decent. The only thing is that we got kicked out of our usual like practice spot. We used to practice at a local like lot. I can't say too much. Yo, Fagubi! Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid. Yo, how you doing? How you doing? I know you've been streaming with that cool avatar of yours. How you doing? You were doing art? What were you guys drawing? Let me know. Let me know. Fagubi raid! Let's go. But yeah. How you doing? You came out just the right time. We just started a couple of minutes ago. We've just been yapping. We might play Posoidos. We might yap. You might help me with planning a certain something in the near future. I've already hinted at it in a previous stream. But otherwise, let me know how you did. And if you got to do any post-stream care, no worries at all. No worries at all. Working on chibi outfits. Nice. Yeah, I know that you were doing like you're dressing up your avatar in different like outfits from different video games, right? I remember really liking the Cult of Lamb one, right? Sotenbori, hello! Off during a stream of my favorite bear. Thank you, Sotenbori. Hello. Not chill enough to show locals? My driving skills? It's not that good yet. Oh, you're talking about my chill weekend. No, I had to practice driving. Oh my gosh. You guys hear the kid outside? He be yelling. I'm thinking of Hermes doing the my man witch! Dude, yeah, like, it's so fun to play around with, like, little redeems and stuff like that. Okay, you guys definitely heard the little kid outside. That's funny. Nah, that's just kids. That's just how kids be. Please don't drive into locals. I'll drive to local, and I gotta drive. My driving's not that bad. Probably, as far as you guys know. Kid ready with the battle cry, exactly. Ended that kid. It's like the video of the guy who's like, there is no such thing as coincidence. And then like someone jogs right past them and the next second she's like, ah! Wait, hold on, let me do this thing. Babine Cubs, there is no such thing as coincidence. It was fate that brought together you and I. And, excuse me. Ah! Babine Cubs, there is no such thing as coincidence. I thought I would make everyone explode, I just made myself explode. Also, I found out that I could do something. I was looking at like different ways I could play around with stream avatars. I didn't know that I could do this. Wait, watch this. 413. Watch this, you guys. Get pinned. Get pinned. Get pinned on the board. I know it doesn't make sense to have a pin on a whiteboard, but get freaking pinned. I didn't know that I could do that. We've done this bit before? No, but like that's automatic. I did it like manually before. I had to go to like my avatar program. I had to go to my avatar program and do it manually. I didn't know that I could just do it through chat. I could do it through chat. Look, watch this. Who else wants to get pinned? Pin Mega Bronson. There you go. Wait, where'd he go? Where did Mega Bronson go? Oh, he's there. He's hanging. He's underneath the captions. Yeah, they're pinned to random places. I love hanging around stream. Let's see. When I see a bear in a crash car on the side of the road, I'll know. I love that video. The way the lady running just immediately shrieks exactly. I saw an edit where his eyes glow when there's an explosion when she does that. His planet needs him. We're just hanging out. Exactly. I don't know if anyone can do the pin command. If you guys want to test it out, you can. Otherwise, it might just be me and Matthew and Mega Bronson since he's mod. But otherwise, you guys can try it out. Actually, if I just put pin... No, I guess it's only mods. It's only mods and me. How's the weather down there? Oh my gosh. If I just do pin by myself, does it... It pins me! Oh my gosh. Here, if Peck wants to get pinned. Here, Peck. There you go. Wait, huh? How is it? Why isn't it not doing anything? The system doesn't want to pin you, Peck. Or maybe there's like a maximum? If that park video went viral today, it would be accused of being AI. Holy crap, you're right. You're so right. And it's such a shame. It's such a shame that like so much of the whimsy in our world is robbed by the idea that it could just be AI, you know? It's so surreal. It kind of is. Even his delivery, right? I think my favorite thing about that guy, other than that video of like, there's no such thing as coincidence, is that I think people started telling him that he kind of looks like Poochie from part 6 of JoJo. And then he started cosplaying as Poochie, but was like, and would do videos as Poochie, but never in character. Like, he would say some things that, like, Poochie would never, ever say, you know? Too cool to be pinned. Exactly. Exactly. Oh, and see, you guys get unpinned automatically. Enjoy the fall. So yeah, I've been jumping around between topics, but you know what? I think another reason why I didn't go to locals is because I do think I need to relearn how to play Digimon. I think everything has floated out of my brain. But after opening some packs last night, part of me was like, I do want to come back. But like I said, I have to come back in the summer. It has to wait till the summer. That's when my brain will have emptied out all of my work stuff and is ripe for filling with Digimon stuff. Speaking of Digimon, by the way, I do have some plans, not just the return of Digimondays, but I do want to do some watch-alongs in the Discord. I think Matthew had like mentioned watch-alongs right before I ended stream on Saturday, and I was like, oh my god, that's right, watch-alongs. I forgot that that's a thing. That's what locals is for? I feel like I would be... I know that everyone at locals is very nice, but I feel like I would be embarrassed because I have forgotten so many of the things that you guys have taught me. Like, you know, moving my memory counter. Like, just say, hey guys, can someone come early and go over some stuff with me in the group chat? It's true, I'm shy, I'm anxious. I'm like, oh man, I'm sorry guys, I forgot literally everything. I forgot how to play this game. I need some bot matches first. I need a match against a cold, unfeeling machine before I face up against the warmth of actual bare human beings. My Digimon Locals has World Championship trophies on their shelves? What the heck? Man, yeah, that's kind of rough. That's kind of rough though, so you got like all the experts at yours. But yeah, I want to do some watch-alongs again. Back in 2024, we did a watch-along of Digimon Adventure 1999, the best season. And that was really cool. The only thing is we weren't able to do it for 2025 just because that summer was really busy. Like, I had to back-to-back like travels. And I think, honestly, I was also kind of burnt out last summer. So it just didn't happen. So I do want to bring it back this summer. Most likely with Digimon Adventure 02. But in the meantime, I also want to do some watch-alongs of movies. You guys want to do some movie watch-alongs? Cold, unfeeling machine, most TCG players are autistic, so... You guys know what I mean. You guys know what I mean. But yeah. I want to do some watch-alongs. I want to... Yeah, well, educational movies, but I was also just thinking of childhood movies. I was listening to music... Oh, I didn't even realize that I have filters on a certain something. Give me a second. Turn those filters off. There we go. I was listening to some Anastasia music and I was like, I kind of miss this movie. So I was like, oh, maybe we could watch Anastasia, but I was like having an internal battle where I was like, oh, should I like make, like in terms of like what we're gonna watch, should I Should I tell you guys about it and you guys like decide on which movies, or should I just decide on a movie? Because I have like 3 choices, but then I feel like people are also going to like recommend me a movie and I'll be like, oh, I want to watch that too. Especially if it's a movie that I haven't seen before. Like, I don't think I ever watched, what is it, Penguin and the Pebble, or Pebble and the Penguin, or whatever, or The Brave Little Toaster, or, I don't know if I ever watched Cats Don't Dance. You guys know? Like, you guys know? You can make us vote between your 3 choices. That's true. So here are my, like, top choices. It's actually 4, because one of them is a sequel, and I feel like it's only fitting that we should watch the first part of the series. So, We're Back, A Dinosaur Story is one of the choices. Anastasia is another one. And then the 3rd and 4th are American Tail, the one with the mouse. Because one of my favorite movies is American Tail 2, Fievel Goes West. But I feel like it's apt that we also watch the first one, you know? Cats Don't Dance. Is that the name of the movie, right? It's one of those movies that, like, whenever my mom would take me to, like, the video rental store and she wanted to rent her own thing, right next to the register was, like, the kids section. And I feel like whoever was in charge of that video rental store, they did it on purpose. Because when you are, like, or when my mom was, like, ringing up, like, the movie of choice, like, I would just be, like, waiting for her to, like, pay the money and stuff. And then I would look over and see all these cool animated movies. And then I'd be like, Mommy, I want to watch Cats Don't Dance. I want to watch The Brave Little Toaster. and then it's like, fine, you know. But I just remember seeing a whole bunch of those, like, old kind of Don Bluth, like, 90s movies. Like, We're Back, like, Penguin and the Pebble, Thumbelina, Cats Don't Dance, All Dogs Go to Heaven. Okay, so that's another thing too, is I don't think we can ever watch All Dogs Go to Heaven because I think it's gonna be too sad. I kind of don't want to, like, cry on main, you know? I don't want to cry in the Discord. It's too sad because, like, an IRL thing happened to one of the actors in All Dogs Go to Heaven that is, like, really sad. So, like, I kind of don't want to. It's so sad. Let's watch the US Digimon movie, but only the Angela Anaconda intro? You're crazy for that. You're crazy for that. Are we gonna cause another divorce? Fievel got in Detroit. Yeah, I remember that movie. That one was kind of weird. Yeah. So I think for that specific reason, I don't think I would want to watch. I'm sure that it's a fantastic movie. All Dogs Go to Heaven. I do remember watching a little bit of it as a kid. And I think the sequel there was a sequel, right? But yeah, I remember watching it, but then I found out that something, like, really sad happened to one of the actors in the movie, and it's just like, I feel like I would just get too emotional. So yeah. But otherwise, we got a whole bunch of other movies that we could watch. You are describing my childhood movies experience to the T. Yeah, I remember, was it you or someone else had also recommended another movie? Hold on, let me look at my, I actually have a list of other movies. So we have American Tail, Fievel Goes West, We're Back, A Dinosaur Story, Anastasia. Oh, Fern Gully! I've never watched Fern Gully before. But I know lots of people like that one. Brave Little Toaster, Thumbelina, Cats Don't Dance, Oliver and Company. That's the other one. And then someone else recommended one called Once Upon a Forest. That's one I'm actually not familiar with, but I think someone recommended it to me and I checked it out and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'd be down for that. There's also Land Before Time, but that one has, like, what, 12 different movies? I don't know if I have the commitment to watch all 12, you know? See, they got Charlie Sheen to voice Charlie instead of Burt Reynolds. Oh, interesting. Including Fievel Goes West and not being able to watch All Dogs Go to Heaven. Oh, yeah. Gotta watch the OG Yu-Gi-Oh movie, the one with the singular best soundtrack of any movie ever. Better than the Digimon the movie soundtrack? That's quite the claim. That's quite the claim, Devin. Also, the OG movie, like the one that was, like, US only, like Pyramid of Light, or which one is the OG Yu-Gi-Oh? Like the one with, like, the Yu-Gi-Oh season. You know what? Let's do some cursory research here. Oh no, why is it showing that? Why is it showing that? Why is it showing my freaking browser? It's okay. There was no information on that, but I was like, whoa. What's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Panic! No information was on there. But it was just like, whoa. Are you talking about Pyramid of Light? I say that loving the Digimon the movie OST. Ooh, so this one's even more banger is what you're telling me. So when you Google Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, I get Pyramid of Light, which I vaguely remember. But there were a whole bunch of other ones. There's one where like Bakura is like a main character. Here are our choices. Here, Yu-Gi-Oh! The movie, Pyramid of Light. Dark Side of Dimensions. This is the one where like Bakura was like a main character, right? But Dark Bakura didn't necessarily like show up. It was all like in flashbacks. I only bring that up because Bakura was like my favorite character as like an edgy teen. Not even a teen. I'm pretty sure I was like a preteen at the time. I'm pretty sure I was in like the 5th or 6th grade. And like my hyperfixation was Bakura. And then like it's funny because like when I found out that this movie like had him in a major role, I felt nothing. I was like, middle school me is dead. She's really dead. Like, definitely not Darkseid and not the 5D's GX one. Yeah, that's Bonds Beyond Time, right? And then there's also this one, the original like Yu-Gi-Oh movie, like the like, was it Toei series? Had a movie as well, but I never watched that one. I never even watched season 0. I think it's this one, right? Well, now I'm curious. Pyramid of Light, what is on the OST that makes you say that? Because if you like the Digimon, the movie OST, then the Pyramid of Light one must be pretty banger, right? Pyramid of Light OST. Okay, it's on Spotify. Let's give this a listen. It's the Yu-Gi-Oh theme. Guys, it's the Yu-Gi-Oh theme. Do. Oh my god, do you guys remember every time the Yu-Gi-Oh opening changed? Like the English version? Wasn't that like the hypest-ish ever? Tracks 1, 3, and 4. One card short. Yo! Okay, I think this is coming back to me. I think this is coming back to me. I read the title, one card short. I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Yu-Gi-Oh! You're Not Me, one card short. Yeah, and Step Up. I think that, yeah, 2, 3, and 4. Wow, this theme is bringing back memories. It was the hype. I know I talk about how hype it was when the Digimon, like, adventure opening changed in the dub version. But, like, when it happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! It was also pretty hype. It was also really hype. Especially when they changed it to, like, Battle City. And I was like, oh, now it's Battle City. They got different visuals and everything. Yu-Gi-Oh's King of Games. Yo, this part is for Battle City specifically. Like, it's got a different sound to it. One card short is an emotional roller coaster. Oh man, I had the Yu-Gi-Oh soundtrack. I only like the opening song-long version. I didn't realize that all the openings are all in one song. I thought it was just like one short song and there were multiple like versions of it, but this does make sense. Almondo, it's me, Bakura. Man. Wow, this is bringing back memories. Yo! It's time to duel. Hello, Nap. Hello. We were just reminiscing. I don't know how the topic got to Yu-Gi-Oh, but Devin is recommending the Yu-Gi-Oh the movie soundtrack as being like really banger. And this is coming from like both of us also like the Digimon the movie OST, which was also banger. Also, my model is lagging. It's been a while since that happened. I remember it used to happen back in the olden times. But it's happening again. I wonder what's happening. If anything, we could also bring back PNGinka. It's been a while since my PNG model has come out. Wow. Wow, like, listen to this. Who actually sings this? Because, like, on Spotify, it literally just says Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, are you telling me that the voice actor for— wait, what was his name again? Dan Green? Was it Dan Green voices Yugi, and then, oh my god, who voices Kaiba? Eric Stewart? John Yu-Gi-Oh! John Yu-Gi-Oh! Sang it. Like, oh my gosh. Don't hate me, but I never actually got into Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up. I mean, that's fair, right? That's fair. I think, it depends on, like, what channels you had or whether or not you were really, like, watching TV that much, like, as a kiddo. Because even if you didn't get into Yu-Gi-Oh!, there must have been something else you got into, right? Because I remember when we were talking about the 80s, I was like, I never really got into TMNT, but I understood why it was as successful as it was. Marty Bags? Is that— are you trolling or is that the actual name? Because you know I'm gullible. You know I'm gullible. Oh no, what's happening with my model? What's happening with my model? Do we bring back— we could bring back 3 Dinka. We could bring 3 Dinka out. Or PNGinka. We could keep it even more straightforward with, like, VTube Mini Bubinka. Hold on. Oh, she's right behind me, isn't she? Behold, I am Egyptian now. There's other— wait, there's other models that I haven't used in like a minute. Give me a second. Are you guys feeling medieval Bubinka or Egyptian Bubinka or driving car Bubinka? Oh, okay, we're Egyptian. I guess that is the choice. The choice has been made. We are Egyptian today. And let me move the cats. Wait, where is the layer with the cats? Where is the layer with the cats? It's okay, the cats are just gonna be floating. The cats are just gonna be floating. Like I said, I like organize a whole bunch of my like layers on OBS, but now I can't find anything. I think I know exactly where the layer is, but I'm gonna have to fix it during the ad break. Okay, let's see, John Yu-Gi-Oh! It was more I would try to watch an episode and I had no idea what was going on. Same with Dragon Ball Z. I love Dragon Ball Z. But that's fair, right? Especially because it's not super episodic. Like, all of those things do follow a, like, overarching plot. I'm trying to think of, like, what is, like, a series that's fairly episodic that you could still get into. Because, actually thinking about it, all of my favorite fandoms, I feel like I didn't quite watch during the first episode. But it was one of those things where, like, you just had to, like, watch it so many times that, like, it would hopefully rewind back to the first episode. Because I'm thinking to myself, and I'm like, dang, I didn't actually watch the first episode of Digimon until, like, much later. Well, not much later, but do you guys remember, like, the very first episode of, like, your favorite series that you actually watched, especially if it was in syndication and not streaming? Because the very first episode of Digimon I watched was the Garurumon's first episode. So I think that was like episode 3 or something like that. Pokemon, I think my first episode was actually— oh my god. I want to say it's the Togepi episode, but that feels too late. Like, I feel like I definitely watched earlier episodes of Pokemon. That's the name of the artist of this song? Marty Bags? That's awesome. According to the wiki. Ah, okay. The Egyptian one fits the Yu-Gi-Oh! Topic? Let's freaking go. Set the cats in defense mode to move. Your move, Yu-Gi boy! Animated or non-animated? If I remember right, Big O Season 1 was pretty episodic. Oh yeah, huh, I did like Big O. Big O, Big O, Big O. That one had such a unique aesthetic to it, right? Like, that one was very, like, I thought it was like an offshoot of, like, BTAS, you know, Batman the Animated Series, until I found out it's just its own thing. But it had to have been, like, 100%, like, inspired by BTAS, though, right? It's very BTAS. It's very Batman the Animated Series, Big O. I love Big O. I wish I could remember more of the plot. I just remember the first episode where, what is it, Roger Smith tries to get, what was the robot's name again? he tries to get her, but she's just like standing there, and then her feet drag on the floor, and that's how you tell that she's like a robot, because she's like super heavy, right? Big ham, big ham, big ham. I love that like animation that she did. I only watched the first episode of Pokemon because I got it on a Game Boy cartridge. Oh man, that's memories right there. That's memories. The robot, the big O from no, the woman, the person who was she like an android? What was her shtick again? I forgot what it was. Like she was not human. That was for sure, because like in the first episode, like Roger tries to like grab her and she gets like he can't even lift her because she's that heavy. Like cuz it's implied that she's like made out of metal or something, right? So I'm gonna say Spider Rider. Yeah, Spider Rider. I never watched it, but I know you guys definitely recommend it a lot, right? But going back to Pokemon though, you're reminding me, Nap, that like the first time I played it, I didn't even like have the cartridge on my own. It was, I think my cousin or a family friend came over. They showed me Pokemon, and their Pokemon were very over leveled, and they it was like one of the routes where you just like have back-to-back like trainer fights, and it was Pokemon Blue. And I remember this family friend slash relative was just like, oh, just like go up until a person like sees you and challenges you to a battle, and then just like fight, just fight them. And I was like, but I don't know how to fight. And he's like, no, you'll get it. You'll get it really quickly. And it's true. I did get it really quickly, but it's only because his Pokemon were like severely over leveled. So I didn't know anything about typing. Like I didn't know anything about like, fire beats water or anything like that. But like no matter what I did, I won. So, it was just one of those like, oh, this feels good. This feels nice. Ooh, the song is sick. What the heck? All right, I'm going to temporarily put you guys in darkness. It's kind of bugging me that the cats are floating, and I think I know which source they're on. So I'm gonna put you in a little bit of darkness for a little bit. Are the cats here? The cats are not here. I'm trying to find where the cats are. Where are the cats? Redeems? It should be Redeems. It is. There we go. See? Now the cats are on top of you guys. Banished to the Shadow Realm, exactly. I don't remember more. Wait, what was it again? The final boss in Zeta Gundam. No, the big O! The big O! I don't remember more than seconds of the opening from that show. Other than the vibes, right? Other than the vibes? I actually didn't know the Pokemon games existed for years. I only watched the anime. Oh, wow. Dang, it was like all the rage in my school. Void Cat disappeared. We're so Egyptian. We are so Egyptian. But I've also, as I've been saying a lot, I've been playing around with the different like sources and stuff. So now my OBS is much cleaner, but now I don't know where certain sources are. So there's that. Also, hello, beeplebees. Hello. Hello. Dang, this song is banger. This song is so good. But yeah, so I don't know, we're just reminiscing a lot on like childhood animes and whatnot. You guys are bringing back very specific memories. I feel like I've talked ad nauseum about how much I love Digimon, but I kind of completely forgot that like, oh yeah, I didn't actually watch the first episode until like basically like they started doing like reruns of older episodes on, what was it, like Kids WB or something like that? And then finally like I saw the first couple episodes and it's like, oh, that's what all the characters are called. Man. Yeah, okay, the cats are sitting on top of you guys right now. You could still pet it though. I think the source for the pet is still next to the cats. So there's still that. But yeah, other than we could keep on talking about reminiscing, but this is also why are they acting like they don't know each other? What is it? My goal is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. So the reason why I'm trying to clean up a lot of my OBS scenes and sources and stuff like that is because we can pet the cats. Let me try. Yeah, I think you should be able to. There should be a redeem for it. But only when the cats are active. My mango! Yeah! Why are you throwing things at me? You didn't pet the cats, you threw things at me! Wrong button! Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I'm trying to prepare for a potential subathon. There you go. That's how you pet the cats. I'm trying to prepare for a potential subathon, including some like potential like incentives for you guys to substitute to sub to me. But it's also a donation. It's gonna be a donation stream. I want to support the actual real sun bears. Wait, Tenchi Muyo mentioned? And then there was Tenchi Muyo when you weren't even sure which series Toonami was showing at the moment. No, 100%. It was like, is it Tenchi in Tokyo, or is it the first Tenchi Muyo, or is it the other first Tenchi Muyo? And then you got to a certain part with Tenchi Muyo where it's like, yeah, like why, basically what Pexcool had said, like, why are they acting like they don't know each other? Like, man, Tenchi Muyo was I liked it a lot, but I think I talked about this before. I liked it for its sci-fi, not for its harem anime. Babies for its harem anime! Shut up! I was gonna say no, it was Love Hina, but I'm pretty sure I liked Tenchi Muyo before I liked Love Hina. And arguably, I don't think I even really liked Love Hina. Throw more things? No, don't throw more things. You mentioned it a few streams ago, like ideas for it. Yeah, exactly. Hands exist to give bears more money. Exactly. You mentioned that someone ruined Love Hina for you. Yeah, I keep on mentioning this person, but like, basically there was this span of time in middle school where there was a guy who had like a fat crush on me, and like me as like a people pleaser back then, I couldn't just tell him to like F off. So I would just kind of like bear with it. Like, I would just bear with it and be like, oh hey, you... Hey, oh, you're gonna show me another anime. That's great. That's great. So he would end up showing me Love Hina, Macross. There was another one. Speedgrapher. I think there were a couple other ones. And like all these, granted, are probably great series, except for Love Hina. But also because of that, Love Hina does like stand out in my memory because like, even though it was, you know, like Babby's first harem anime, there was enough of a mystery of it, of like, oh, who was Keitaro's first love, that I was like, okay, I kind of want to know. You know, like, I kind of want to know. I read Love Hina as a kid, way too young to read Love Hina. Also, first harem for me, I wish more season, but you... Oh, Kiss Him Not Me. I never actually watched that one. That's the one where it's it's like a Fujo, right? Is that the one where like it's a Fujo and she's kind of overweight, but then she loses weight? And so all these guys are into her, but she's like, no, I don't want you to be into me. I want you guys to be into each other, you know? Yep, alright, cool. If only you had a bear with you. Yeah, instead of bearing with it, I could have been the bear, you know? I could have been the bear. So yeah, Love Hina, like, and also the characters were pretty memorable. Was his lost Love Hina? It's a mystery, I'm gonna tell you that much. It's a mystery. It's like, oh man, I wonder who was the actual lost love. Who's this first love? Could it be the titular Hina of Love Hina? Nah, it couldn't be. Dang, that's like me and Beans' favorite trope, is like whenever they do the like, wow, it really was a insert title here. Wow, Yugi really is Yu-Gi-Oh! The king of games. Pyramid of Light. Wow, this really was a Digimon Adventure 1999. We really are Digimon tamers. It really is a Digimon frontier. You could call ourselves Digimon Data Squad and or Sabers. Give me some more. Yep, these really are Pokemon. No, wait, some of them have subtitles, right? Like, some of them are like, oh my god, there's a rap? There's a rap song in the Yu-Gi-Oh! OST? This is insane. Can't think of anything at the moment. Don't worry, I'll think of stuff for you guys. It really is a Pokemon Master Quest. That was a season, right? Master Quest was a season? And then, like, the very first season was retroactively, like, it became, like, the Kanto season. So it really is a Pokemon Kanto region, you know? Rosario Vampire actual wait, Rosario Vampire actual first harem at an age to be able to know what a harem was. I never got into that one. I think the art looked really nice, but I think I was too like burned out from like other harem like series that one guy had recommended to me. I was like, whatever, man, whatever. Imagine it was actually some other random person who had no relation to the plot. I mean, I do remember, if I were to remember the actual characters from Love Hina, there is, there's the girl with the fox eyes, there's the swordswoman, there's the girl from the mystery country that was, like, hinted to be South Asia, or, like, you know, India. There's the little sister type that wasn't really a little sister, and then there was, what's her name? The main girl, her name was, like, Naru, right? Okay, we're gonna look this up. Love Hina. Okay, I know the plot is right there, but okay, here are the characters. Oh, so Keitaro is like the main guy. Naru. Okay, so her name's not even Hina. Like her name's not... It's Naru Narusagawa. Mutsumi is another one. She's the one with like, she's kind of derpy from what I remember. So it's like these two that are kind of like the, like that are in the running for like, oh, who was Keitaro's first love? It was either Naru or Mutsumi, and I'm pretty sure it was Naru, right? And then Shinobu's like the like little sister type. Motoko, I think, is the... Oh, here, Kendo. She's like the swordswoman. Kaola is the one that is like the foreign transfer student. Mitsune, she's the one with like the fox eyes. And I think that's like the main harem, right? And then it seems like there's others. I don't remember who any of these characters are. Sarek McDougal, that's right. That was like a random American character. Maybe the true Digimon crosswords was the friends we made along the way. There you go. Wow, they really broke that beat. Wow, that was one crazy family. Haha, those really are the Simpsons. Series finale after 100 seasons. Damn, they really play a ghost game. It really was a Pokemon advanced battle. Naru. I also hello Seishun. I also had the Love Hina ruined for me. That's cool. I think I'll watch the Superior Reverse Harem instead. Fruits Basket. Oh, you're so based. George, that's such a base thing to say. I freaking love Fruits Basket. I had the crappiest taste. You guys want to know who my favorite character was? Like in Fruits Basket? It was the horribly abusive person. It was like the horribly like... The one who was like, is the reason why so many characters in Fruits Basket were suffering. People leave! No! Don't leave! Like, I don't know why that was my favorite character. Like, I think I was just being an edgy teenager. I think the basket. Kitsune, no, that's a Mitsune, exactly. My first ever harem anime was some Battle High School one when I was 8, but I was too young to understand what fan service was like, so I was like, why is everyone blushing? Can we get back to the monster fights? No, for real. Okay, I'm gonna give it to Devin here. This OST is actually like really good. This is like peak 2000s. This is like peak... You know what? This is like peak 2000s, but it's all like original songs that are like original to the movie. While Digimon OST is like peak 2000s of like completely unrelated songs that just so happen to be put in this OST. Like this sounds kind of ska-ish, right? Like just a little bit. It needs a little bit more like more horn, you know? It needs a little bit more more like not harmonica. What am I thinking of? Like trumpet, you know? But I'm digging this. I'm digging this a lot. Dude, I wonder, this is making me wonder if like the site that I used for like looking at Yu-Gi-Oh screen caps is still up. I don't remember what it was called anymore, but I'm pretty sure it was like some kind of like Japanese GeoCities account. Watched Fruits Basket and I was so disappointed by the lack of baskets. Lots of fruits though. Scottish is the Scottish one, a Scottish accent if anyone's wondering. It's Scottish. Which one of you kids took a shit in the toilet and didn't flush it? It wasn't me. Well, it must have been fucking one of yours. Disgusting. It's like my favorite, like my favorite, like But I don't think that's even Irish. Or that's not even Scottish. That's Irish, isn't it? But yeah, as a kid, when I was like super hyper focused on Yu-Gi-Oh, specifically Bakura, I remember I used to go to this like Japanese site, and like it had screen caps from upcoming episodes, and I would just like scroll through the different. Oh, I'm big. I'm big in Egyptian. You will worship me. Worship me. What if a Scott2 network covered Digimon? Ooh, that'd be sick, actually. But also it doesn't need to, because we have the Digimon Adventure, Digimon the movie soundtrack, which I think we're gonna listen to after this. But I don't know, this one's pretty banger.
64
We're slices of American cheese. Yum, 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 yum. Worship me with cheese. Cheese as tribute. Tribute. You steal men's souls. Get embiggened, idiot. Oh my gosh. Isn't that the one with Smash Mouth? It sure is. Wait. We're still gonna play the Pyramid of Light OST, but I'm just gonna bring up the Digimon the movie soundtrack. Okay, so I'm small and I'm floating. Okay, so the Digimon the movie soundtrack has All Star by Smash Mouth, Rockefeller Skank by Fatboy Slim, Kids in America by Len, 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies, The Impression That I Get by the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. Let's see. Wait, did it not? Yeah, it does have Smash Mouth. There we go. That was the first one. Yeah, Bare Naked Ladies. Exactly. Dang, this is all like original music? That's the most 1999 soundtrack I've ever heard. Oh, you're darn tootin'. You're darn tootin'. That's why I love it so much. Baby's first ska album, exactly. And there's just like my favorite part of the dub, like the dub part of the movie, is when like, okay, spoiler alert. Can I put the spoiler pudding on my head? Hold on. Actually, I don't think I can put the spoiler pudding on my head, but I'll just say that there's a scene where something falls down and it like immediately follows a certain song where it says something falls down. And it's such a minor moment, but it's just so good. I just love it. The Yu-Gi-Oh movie OST is all for the movie. They're not good after this though. Even if they're not like, I guess like my cup of tea. No, they are kind of my cup of tea. They kind of are. It's very 2000s core. All of this is very 2000s core. You know what would make this like even more 2000s core is if we like just put up like a picture of some Fruitiger arrow, you know? Like if I just do this right now and then like open up a random GeoCities website, you know? It's 2001 before the towers fell. You're in the family room. You're in the living room where the computer is, and guess what? You can shut off the computer at any point. You can walk away. You could go touch grass. Sometimes your parents even like tell you to do that so that you could do your homework because you didn't pass Algebra 1, and you sure as heck aren't gonna take summer school, or you are gonna take summer school and you're not gonna fail it again. We're so nostalgia. Oh, you ate the pudding. Ah. Well then poop it out then. Time to listen to the Johto OP for Pokemon after the Digimon one. Calm, Sister Todd, Needle Drop, when things keep tumbling down. Yes. Go just show the video. You're not me. It's so angsty anime envy, but official. This is getting really specific. Okay, I'll get specific. Wait, how old was I when I took summer school? I was in middle school. How old are middle schoolers again? I should know this. I teach middle schoolers. Okay, I think I was in the 7th grade. So you add 5, 12. So yeah, it was literally 2001. There was a before the towers fell. Yeah. Okay, it's summer of 2001. You are taking summer school because you failed Algebra 1 because your teacher was kind of a B. And But your parents insisted on taking you to the middle school that isn't your regular middle school, but one that was closer. Don't ask why you were going to middle school in a place that was further away from your house, but but you were. So you're at kind of like a different school altogether. You're taking Algebra 1 and you're kind of killing it. Because for one, you actually do know your algebra, you just didn't like the teacher. But now the teacher that you have is actually the music teacher. So he's like pretty decent, but he's also very forgiving. But then the person at that middle school is also like, oh, you could also take a second class if you want, just to get ahead of the game. And one of the choices is computer class. You could take computer class while you were a 7th grader. Also, I do know that we have an ad break coming up. So you take computer class and you learn about Excel really, really quickly, which means you have a lot of free time. And what you do with that free time is you get on Neopets. you get on Neopets, you give your cows many, many free omelets. But in many ways, it's just not enough. Ah! There we go. You're at recess now. You're at recess now. I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. I'll see you guys in about 3 minutes and then we'll get back to yapping. And maybe playing some card games. Pasoy dos. Yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Connect 4? Hello. I mean, we could. Alright, we're back. Let's see, what are you guys saying? With 6-7, I'm too old? 6-7. It's like the game. Oh, dang it. She could at least leave the OST on for us. That's why I changed to indoor. Now we're back to indoor recess. Too old to know the memes, too young to know the world before the horrors. Well, one of the horrors at least. I know, there's so many horrors. There's just so many. It's funny, I remember I was tuning into Nap's stream, I think yesterday on Sunday. And the chat was talking about this person that had lived like a really long life. And I forget how old they were, but they did live a long life. And chat was saying things like, oh my god, this person lived through like 2 world wars and like multiple wars in the Middle East. And I remember I was like, to be fair, even this generation is living through multiple wars in West Asia. Some of my best friends were so bareback. It's true. Oh, sorry, you said horrors? Dude, that's one of those like phrases that is like kind of hard to say for like Americans. Not like, you know how apparently people with like a Baltimore accent, it's hard for them to say the phrase Aaron earned an iron urn. Like for them it comes out as like Aaron earned an iron urn because that's just how the accent is. And then apparently like Scottish people have a difficult time saying purple burglar alarm. Like, I think they say something like purple burglar alarm. Apparently, the equivalent for bare Americans is rural juror. Like, I'm gonna type it out. Rural juror and horror story. And it's like, yes, we can say it, but there's something about those phrases that just like it gets all jumbled up, right? Rural juror. We'll get to experience a World War II. Exactly. Actually, no, horror story isn't a tongue twister. It's one of those like giveaways if someone is faking an American accent. Like if you tell them, not even American, I think it also counts for Canadian as well. Like if someone is faking an accent, if you tell them to say horror story, it's like kind of the dead giveaway, right? Silly people with accents, not like us Californians. I got a hella big accent, I'm gonna tell you that right now. I've been looking into like properties of Californian accents as well. We got something called a caught merger. Like, I know, right? It's called a caught merger in terms of we say the words caught and caught the same, and you might be wondering like, Binka, what are you saying? You're just saying the same word twice. I'm gonna write it out in chat. I'm gonna write it in chat. The caught merger. That's like one of those things that apparently like lots of like Californians say the same, but it's like what's the other way of saying it? Like what's the other way of saying, is it caught? Caught and caught? They sound the same to me. They sound the same to me. So if you have a difference between those two words, yeah, exactly, Matthew. It's ought versus ought? Out? Caught? Yeah, exactly, Devin. They're the same word phonetically. No, I think other accents do say it different. Like, onslaught versus onslaught. Onslaught versus onslaught. On God. There's others too. I forget. Wait. Features of Californian accent. Oh, for women, it's the vocal fry. Actually, I don't think it's even just women, but like, you guys know what vocal fry is? It's like what when your voice does have like a little bit of like croakiness to it. So it's like, what are you guys doing here? As opposed to like, what are you guys doing here? You know, like there's a difference between like, what are you guys doing here versus what are you guys doing here? And a lot of people find it annoying. A lot of people find the vocal fry annoying, and I just can't help it, man. I just can't help it. When you say caught, you say caw. Caw. And then vocal fry, my beloved. Yeah, I I like vocal fry in a voice. What are you guys doing here? Is this still, are we still listening to the Yu-Gi-Oh soundtrack? We are, what the heck? Oh, and Uptalk. Uptalk is another one. Like, is how you talk? Everything sounds like a question? Caw, mother homestucks. Yeah, there is a Californian accent though. What's Uptalk? Nothing much. What's talk with you? Okay, this song sounds like a dead ringer for what's that one song? It sounds like every other ska song, basically. I'm closing stream. Oh my gosh. Uptalk is basically that thing that I said. The Cali accent has become the internet accent, though. It kind of has. Which is why, like, I feel like whenever I talk about the California accent, I feel like a lot of people are liable to say that, like, oh, lots of Americans do that, or lots of, like, North Americans do that. But I think it is because, like, it might have started out as the California accent, but because of, like, Hollywood and just, like, people from California, like, I don't know, like, having some kind of, like, big presence, it's something that has been adopted in other accents, you know? Binka the bird? Yeah, uptalk is basically when you like end a sentence with an upward inflection. So instead of like, oh yeah, uptalk is when you end something with an upward inflection versus uptalk is when you end a sentence with an upward inflection. So everything sounds like a question. Which, when I was reviewing my VODs, I feel like I don't do it as much, but who knows? I could be wrong. I could be wrong. But anyway, let's get back to class, shall we? I want to play some Pasoi Dos with you guys. Game night is online. What does that mean? No thanks. I want to test out how this site works, if it does work. And if it just ends up being a total dumpster fire, then we'll never speak of it again. But I do want to play Pasoi Dos with you guys. If you guys don't know how to play it, we're going to go through the tutorial together. And then I'm going to try out this site. It's called playingcards.io. And it gave me a little code. So we're gonna try it together. But here are the rules. Here are the rules. So first of all, you gotta have 4 players. I think at least 4. You can play with 2 or 4 play. Wait, you could do 2 players? I feel like you need like 3 for it to be like exciting. But you can play with 2 or 4 players using a standard 52 card deck, and the numbers are ranked. So the big difference with this card game is that 2 is the highest rank. Alright, 2 is the highest, not the lowest. We'll remind you of your failures every day in the Discord. Dang it! No, not again. So you have 2 is the highest rank, followed by the ace, the king, the queen, the jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So that means 3 is the lowest ranked cards. And then the suits are also ranked. So diamonds, hearts, spades, and clubs. Oh my gosh, it's Kids in America. Wait, I didn't even set that to like queue up. That just played. The Digimon the movie soundtrack just like played by itself. Like, I didn't even queue it up, I swear. I swear. Spotify knows. Spotify knows that you can't just listen to the Yu-Gi-Oh! OST by itself. You have to also listen to the Digimon the movie OST. Whoa. In America, whoa. Everybody lives for the music go round. Alright, so yeah, there's also, the suits are also ranked, so diamonds, hearts, spades, and clubs. So basically the red suits are higher than the black suits. Clubs is the lowest, which means that the lowest possible card that you have is the 3 of clubs. Alright, so just remember that 3 of clubs is the lowest. And the highest card is a 2 of diamonds. Spotify finally gets the play next correct. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's been pretty bad lately, but this is the first time that it's not been bad. Crazy. So yeah, 2 of diamonds is the highest card. 2 of diamonds is the strongest and 3 of clubs is the weakest card. So actually, because of that, whichever player has the 3 of clubs starts first. Alright, so whoever has the 3 of clubs, you start, and the person who has the 3 of clubs can either deal that card by itself or put it in like a combination. So let's see if I can like simulate this by myself here. And also, let me see if there's a way to make the, Yo, Owen! Hello! Hello, thank you for the raid! Sparkly Race Cat raid! Hello, hello, how you guys doing? It's me, Babinka Bear. I'm in a very Egyptian time of my life right now. But hello, welcome raiders. How you guys doing? How was it Moomin? Moomin Troll! How was Moomin Troll? How is that? Winter's Warmth. I did pop in a couple of times to see you play. But hello, how you guys doing? It's me, Babinka Bear, your local Sunbear art history teacher and educational streamer. Today we're gonna see if it's possible to play Posoy Dos together on this website. I don't know how it's gonna fare, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. Sparkly Race Cat Raid. Hello, Kayla Gala. Hello, Owen. Hello, Sunspout. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Seren Celeste. Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, get your scratch and sniff of stickers. These are your 1-point redeems where when you cash it in, a cool sticker shows up on the screen, and they're all based off of Filipino treats. So yeah, there you go. You got Sapin Sapin. Ooh, that's one of my favorites. Summer is not almost here. We just got to spring. It's getting here and on this coast, in this part of the woods. It's also because I say that, I titled my stream that because the school year is starting to end too. And when the school year ends, my work gets a lot more relaxed. So it's more of wishful thinking. It's more of wishful thinking in that like I just want to chill. I just want work to not be working so hard. Sparkly Race Cat Raid! It's very sweet. I love these games. Oh, cool. Mint Marshmallow Owen returned for Moomin. Cool, cool, cool. So they took those mobsters that had the hots for each other and stabbing and made a card game out of them? What? Last week it was deadass 90 Fahrenheit and now it's 50. Make it make sense. I know, I know. Like 1 week it'll be raining, the next week it'll be we will feel like it has skipped spring, you know? When does West Coast end the school year? Early June, but for colleges, it could be late May. I know that my work relaxes around May, but it's more so like June. I know that a lot of graduations are like, oh, now we're listening to Bleach. All right, we're gonna play the Digimon the movie soundtrack. Not the Digirap. There you go. Mid-June is around the time where you get a lot of graduations. I know that my little sister's going to be graduating. And her graduation is like mid-June, I want to say. And then also starts up around August, yeah. Some schools last until June, but others end by, yeah, early to mid-May. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, college exams are around mid-May. So it does depend, because there's also, not the Digirap is crazy. Is that even the right version of it? Alright, we'll play the Digirap. Is that even like the like legit version? Well, let's listen. Let's give it a listen. Because it sounds a little bit different. That's the reason why I skipped it, is because like it sounds different. They don't stop coming and they don't stop coming. It's a different version, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Digimon, digital monsters, Digimon are the champions. Yeah, it's close enough. It's close enough. But yeah, my work definitely relaxes around mid-May, so I'm just looking forward to that. But until then, it feels like it kind of amps up. Like these next few weeks are going to be very busy for me, and then like starting like around like mid-May, it just like comes to a complete standstill, and I finally have time to do things, including I have been thinking of opening up commissions. I do have a VGen, but I'm not going to link it because nothing is on there at the moment. But initially I just had commissions planned for doing like avatars and stuff for people, or like Fugies, PNGTuber models and stuff like that, but I might open it up like to illustrations as well. And maybe pixel art. Maybe, because I feel like I'm a little out of practice. Why does it sound like that? That's what I was saying, is that like I skipped it because it sounded a little bit different from like what I'm used to from the movie. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so for any of you guys that are that like my art, are fans of my art, I might be opening up commissions starting in mid-May. Buy commissions from Babinka. She's easy to work with and fast. Oh, thank you, folk. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I might also open up slots for emotes. That's another thing that I've been finding myself enjoying. Like when I made emotes for Mega Bronson, that was actually like a lot of fun. So, and I kind of want to like add more emotes to my own pile of emotes, but I don't have any ideas. Yeah, I made Matthew's model. I made Folk's model. I made I made a PNGTuber model for Owen. It was the medieval style one, and then Mega Bronson's model and Beans's model. So yeah, if you guys are interested, look forward to it in mid-May. Actually, I probably can just like link you guys to my VGen if you guys want to follow it so that you'll know when my services are available. Just know that it's not under Babinka Bear, it's under Pau Pandan. Digimon are the champions. Actual legit ad, not a joke commission, make a give her your money. Well, what's funny is it's not even... I'm not opening up commissions even for the money, because I'm actually pretty good. Like, my job pays like fairly well. It's more so because I do feel my art stagnating, and I want to stop that. I want to stop that ish. I want to, and actually that does relate to something else I might want to do in the near future, which is I want to get better at figure drawing. It's one of my kind of like big weaknesses with art is figure drawing and light logic, and I do want to get better at both those things. So I might do a series where like it might be like a study hall stream where I'm just trying to teach myself how to get better at those things. And I just have to like get in the mindset of like, if I make mistakes on stream, it's not that big a deal. It's not like you guys are gonna point and laugh every time I make a mistake or anything like that. So, yeah, I think that's something to look forward to as well. Is like, I think another reason why I want to do it is to kind of like empower you guys into thinking that like, it's never too late to learn a skill. You know, like, even though I love drawing, I still have I just love sulfuric acid. Who would do that? Yeah, I do wonder. I do wonder. But also I just want to, like, show you guys that, like, as much as, like, I feel like I'm very knowledgeable in a lot of things, especially relating to art history, but there's still a lot of, like, weak points. I feel very much like, what is it? Jack of all trades, master of none. Right? Where it's like, if you ask me about Egyptian stuff, I could recite many stories about Osiris and Horus and Isis and all of the, like, religious mythological stuff. But if you were to ask me about, like, Egypt's military history, I would just be like, I'm pretty sure Ramses did something. Like, I think Ramses the Great did a thing, maybe, question mark? And, like, I'd be able to tell you about, like, medieval marginalia and, like, you know, like medieval, like Gothic architecture. But if you were to like ask me anything about like any of the kings and queens of like the Aquitaine or like or anything, I'd be like, I don't know. I think there's a Henry in there, maybe even multiple. I think. Ramses the guy with the food show, exactly, and he was also very instrumental in expanding Egyptian borders. So yeah, very, very like, very jack of all trades, master of none. And even with drawing, I feel like I know how to crochet something very simple, and I know how to make a very simple stamp, and I also know how to, like, I've dabbled in charcoal and like acrylic paint and watercolor. Am I very skilled in any one of those things? Not really, actually. I've merely dabbled in all of those things, and I think they're very neat. I guess the importance of the Aquitaine to the rest of the medieval world. Exactly, right? Like, you know, Eleanor, the funk soul brother. You know, I'm pretty sure Eleanor of Aquitaine was a big one, right? She was played by Katharine Hepburn in that one movie that I love so much, right? Were there others? Were there other kings and queens of the Aquitaine? I'm actually not sure. Eleanor the Funk Soul Brother, exactly. Eleanor the Funk Soul Brother. So yeah, that's another reason why I want to do commissions, both to like get better at art and just kind of like explore other avenues of art. And then I also want to do like maybe figure drawing studies. And then I just don't know how I would do light logic. Light logic is just so elusive to me as a person. I just don't know how shading works. I don't know how shading works. Look at my models. Like, if you look at every one of my models, how many of them actually have shading on them? Look at Pancakes. He has no shading, the poor guy. He's never even heard of it. He's never even heard of the word. FY, the Aquitaine was the border between Islamic world and North Africa and Europe, Iberia. See, I don't even know that. I just know that Eleanor of Aquitaine was from there, presumably. Because otherwise, why would that be her name? Is that actually the reason why that's her name? Did you just say Eleanor of Aquitaine? I sure did. I sure did. But yeah, commissions will be open sometime in mid-May. Look forward to it. I will offer illustrations, PNGTuber models, emotes, and more. I just want to get good at art. I just want to get better at art. So yeah. Anyway, the 3 of clubs. Lowest card. If you have it, you go first.
I have no shading because I'm constantly emitting light at a low level.
Oh, that's the secret. Oh no, there were 2 pancakes. I need to figure out how to fix that. There were 2 pancakes just then. He knows how to multiply. He knows how to multiply now. His power's getting too strong. So yeah. Unexpected jank during today's. That was just his stand. It's true. You guys know him so well. Okay, Posoidos. Posoidos. If you have this card, you can either just play that card by itself, or you could play a combination. And the combinations are either you could play it as a pair, only if you have more than 1 3, if that makes sense. So for example, if I had the 3 of clubs here, and I also have this 3 of hearts, I could play them as a pair. Or if I had, like, let's say a poker hand that includes the 3 of clubs, I could play that poker hand. So no matter what you play, the person next to you is gonna play their hand, and basically the goal is to beat that card that is currently like in the center. So if the first person who played just plays the 3 of clubs, you just have to put a higher card on top of it. So it could be like a 4 of hearts, it could be an ace of diamonds, it could even be the 2 of diamonds. But the thing is, you might not want to do that out of the get-go because that's kind of your trump card, right? And I hate using that term now that, you know, that name has been sullied, but basically, like, you don't want to use your highest card right away because you want to use it a little bit later in the game so that you can do big moves. So yeah, like, basically everyone goes around the table playing, trying to basically beat the card that's in the center already. So for example, if, let's see if I can I do this myself if I just play the 3 of hearts? Here, let me put this in order here. Let's say that it moves on to the next person and the next person has a hand that looks like this. You could just play the 4 of... the 4 of diamonds, right? And that beats that. And then you keep on going around and around and around, and people are playing, you know, their hands and stuff like that. Until, let's say that someone plays the 2 of clubs, right? And no one else has anything in their hand that can beat it. If you don't have anything in your hand that can beat it, you could just pass. Yeah, you could just pass, and if every other person passes, then whoever played the highest card, you can now, like, play any hand you want. So, there's so many games that are similar to this. Hello, Erase Track. Hello. Yeah, there is. I just know this version. I just know Posoidos. This is all I know. It's all I've never known. So yeah, let's say that I just, no one can beat my 2 of clubs. So, you know, Presidents? I've never heard of that card game. Or I'm assuming that's a card game. Tell me more about Presidents. So now I can kind of like essentially like reset the hand. Here, let me do this. So I could I got rid of both my pairs. So let's say I didn't play this jack. So I could play a pair. I could play like these two jacks, right? And the only thing that can beat this pair is a higher pair. So for example, if you have like, let's say like a pair of twos, you beat that. Right? And then no one else can beat that pair of twos, right? Unless someone has like the two of diamonds, essentially. So it keeps on going like this, like this, like this, until eventually like the goal of the game is to essentially like run out of cards in your hand. So the first person to run out of cards in their hand is the winner. So yeah, let's let me read the rules here, and then we'll make an attempt. We'll make an attempt at playing, and we'll go from there. All right, all right. Have the person with the lowest ranking card deal that card. The person who has the 3 of clubs starts the game by either playing the card or a valid card combination that includes that card. Play the card in the center of the table facing up. Play a card or combination that ranks higher than the previous card. So on your turn, play a card or combination of higher value than the previous play. If the last player only played a single card, play a single card or a combination. If they played a combination, you must play a combination using the same number of cards. And then there's also possible combinations in the next section. So yeah. If, like I said, if one person just played one card, you can only play one card on top of it. It looks like this person is putting a pair on top of this 3. According to the rules that I learned, you can't do that. So, but maybe this is just another variation of it. Alright, so take turns and continue playing until someone runs out of cards. Once the first player has dealt their card or card combination, rotate clockwise to the next person. Once the next person plays their card, continue to rotate through the players. The first person to empty their hand wins. So here are some card combinations. You could just do singles, which is just, you know, one card. You can also do doubles or pairs, where you can only pairs can beat pairs. You could do triple, The rules that I learned, you can only do a triple if you also have a pair in your hand. So for example, like this, you can't just play like this triple of 5s. You also have to pair it with like double 8s or something. Basically, it has to be like a triple plus a pair. You can't just play this one by itself, but once again, different variations on the same rules. And then 5 card combinations is basically poker hands. So you have royal flush, straight flush, 4 of a kind, full house flush, straight. If you played Balatro, you should know these. If you know how to play poker, you should know these. But basically, let's see, straight flush would be consecutive cards. So like, this is a good example, 10, J, Q, Queen, King, and Ace. That would be a flush. And then even if they're not sequential, if they're all the same suit, that would be a straight. It's a no, wait. Yeah, a flush? Yeah, a flush is same suit, but not... This is so many rules, can we just play Digimon? Man! Yeah, this is a flush, this is a straight. You can also have a straight flush, you can also have a royal flush. And then there's strategies and stuff, but we could also just play. Alright, so let me see what a racetrack said. It's similar to this, but the result of the first game gets carried over to the second game as a bonus. After dealing, the winner gets the best card of the person who finished last, and they get to give their worst card in return. Oh, interesting. The more players, the more cards get exchanged between winners and losers. And the 2 is considered a joker as well as the highest scoring card. Oh, interesting. Okay. I've never played that before. So interesting. That might be fun to look at. So let me reset this. It seems like this is gonna be like all manual. So let's see if this falls apart super quickly or not. I'm gonna give you guys the URL and let's just see what happens. Let's just see what happens. So here's the link. We can only allow for 3 other people, including myself. So let's see. We're the kids in America. So if you wanna check it out, feel free. We're gonna see what happens. Edit table, players and sharing, full screen, more options. America. Thank you for pinning it, Matthew. Thank you. In America. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Oh, there's another player. Why is it player 3 and not what happened to player 2? I could see your pointer even. There's another player. Can I rename myself? Oh, I could be Binka. There we go, Binka. You don't have to name yourself if you don't want to. You could stay anonymous. You could stay as player 2. Vriska! Wow, we have the Vriska here. Crazy business. EdPec school, cool. Monster friends to the boys and girls. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Vriska did nothing. I know what you're freaking typing. Presidents can be very frustrating considering the president winner has a good chance of staying president. Ah, absolute cinema. We could play with just us 3 unless one more person wants to join in. But up to you guys. I'll give it another couple minutes. Actually, let me get a sip of water. Digital world for you. Champions of the digital world. To the boys and girls. Wow, this is like a rock version of the song. Huh. I think this is all like completely manual too, but we'll see. We'll see. Hey Digimon. Alright, Garrosh did nothing. I don't know who that is. Who's Garrosh? I'm so curious. I'm so curious. Hey Digimon, hey Digimon. Champions of the digital world. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and call it from here. Warcraft character. Did Garrosh actually do nothing wrong? Or is that a blatant lie? Oh, you could change colors too? Okay, I guess not. I guess not. Alright, if no one else is gonna join in, we're gonna go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1, 8. Totally a non-zero amount of war crimes. I see. Alright, let's do this. Let's go ahead and I'll deal and then we'll go in order of the of our numbers over here. So first will be me, followed by Pexkull, followed by Garrosh did nothing wrong. Garrosh did nothing wrong the same way Vriska did. Ah, I see. That does paint a picture. So let's see what happens if I click deal. Okay, it looks like we have our cards. Don't look at my screen. In fact, is there a way that I can like hide? I know what to do. Wait, where's the stream avatars? You guys will help me out. Class, help me out. Block the screen. 1 week since you looked at me. Okay, so I'll go ahead and oh no, the person who starts off, what you can do is you can put your cards in order. So I'm gonna start doing that right now. Remember that 2 is the highest. And then whoever has the 3 of clubs is actually the person that starts it. Not 3 of spades, but 3 of clubs. So if you could either just play the card by itself, or you can play like it in like a combination. But if you want to keep it simple, just play it by itself. But I'm still organizing. Seven, okay. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. You might want to slide your capture area up if you can, for those of us that missed the rules. What are they? Oh my gosh. Do either of you have the 3 of clubs? Yeah, I could actually slide my capture thing. I could just do that. Give me a second. There you go. Now you guys can't cheat. You guys can't cheat. And I'll move you guys back down here. Okay, so if you don't have the 3 of clubs and I don't have the 3 of clubs, I think that means Pexkull has the 3 of clubs. So all you gotta do is, and if Pexkull doesn't, then it might, is it in the deck? You think? Do we deal again? Wait, 26 plus 26. Oh, it might be in the deck. Do we? Oh, that means like we need a fourth person. You don't have the 3 of clubs. Wait, what happens if I? Yo, Merrick Ishtar, hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for the raid. We're attempting to play Poseidon. We might need a fourth. Wait, let's see what happens if I deal again. Is it gonna random? Oh, I think it's spread it out amongst ourselves. Okay. There we go. We don't need a fourth. We don't need a fourth. But hello, Merrick Ishtar, how are you doing? You were playing Little Gator game. Wow, how is that? What is that? Curse of Ra! Because missing a flag. I'm on my phone, no screen, so it's okay. Ah, okay. Oh, there we go. So Devin was the one who played the 3. Okay, so because Devin just played a single 3, I think I will go next just to demonstrate, and then Pexcool will be the last one. But yeah. For those that raided in, thank you for the raid. My name is Bibinka Bear. I'm your local Sunbear art history teacher and educational streamer. I'm currently Egyptian, and we're currently playing Poseidon. But let us know how Little Gator game was. Hello, Gerziggler. Hello, Merrick. It's just got a big expansion DLC a few months back. Oh, cool. All right. So yeah, we're playing Poseidon. Devin just put down the 3 of clubs. So I'll go next. I do have a higher card, and it's the 3 of spades. So now it would be Pexcool's turn, and you can play anything that would beat the 3 of spades. So it would be either a 3 of like a higher suit, or there you go. So you got the 3 of diamonds. So from here, now it's Devin's turn. You can play any card that would beat the 3 of diamonds, but it has to, for now, we just keep it to single cards. We're gonna keep the poker hands until later on, basically. But if you haven't already, go ahead and also organize your cards. That's what I'm doing right now. There we go, all my cards are organized. Okay, so you just played the 4 of clubs. I can beat that with an... Oh, no, actually, there's a little bit of strategy because it's like, oh, do you want to, like, save your cards for later on? And I think I do. So I'm going to play a 5 of hearts. So Pexcool, you go ahead and play a card that can beat that. Curse of Ra. Playing the DLC for Little Gator game. Ooh, what genre is Little Gator game? Oh, wait, Pexcool. That doesn't beat the 5. So I just played the 5 of hearts. So you're going to need either a card that is higher than a 5 or a 5 of diamonds. So see if you're able to put that back in your hand. I'll pretend that I didn't see it. Yeah, like you could break up your pairs if you really need to, but the strat is also to save your pairs. There you go. There you go. Pexcool put down an 8. So Devin, can you beat the 8? There we go. We got a 9. I think I can beat that. I'm pretty sure I can. Ooh. This is a bit of risky business if I do this, but let's do this. Alright, beat that! It's like a platformer, but also an adventure game. Oh, cool! It's been a minute since I played a platformer. Ooh, so Pexcool. I think, yeah, the... No, you're getting it, though. You're getting it. The 10 is of a lower suit, so you would either need... There you go. There you go. You got it. And I don't know what the difference is between putting your card like this or like this. So doesn't matter to me. But alright, Devin, you're up. There we go, there we go. Do I have anything that will beat a queen? So let's see. You know what? If you don't have a card that can beat that, you can pass. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass it over to Pexcool. Do you have anything that can beat the queen? Yeah, I'll pass. No, okay, so then that means that Devin, now you can play anything that you want. So you could play pairs, you could play poker hands, you could play a triple as long as you have another pair in your hand. So, if we want to conserve on space, we could put things in the discard pile, but that yeah. Then you know what? Let's do that. Just for the sake of like saving up space, I'm gonna put my cards in the discard pile. You guys can do the same. Cause now it's gonna be up to Devin to like set the hand essentially. Whoa, you flipped yours. How'd you do that? There we go. So you put a 3 of hearts. Okay, so can we beat that? Oh, yeah, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna put a Jack of Hearts. Go for it, Peck School. The same as you. Okay, okay. You put a queen. You got anything that can beat the queen? Ooh, okay, okay. Okay, so you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and play my trump card. I'm gonna play the 2 of diamonds. Which, nothing can beat the 2 of diamonds, so that means that I'm gonna be setting the next hand. So let's go ahead and put our cards in the discard pile. So I'm gonna shake things up now. I'm gonna shake things up. Yeah, go ahead and put your stuff in the discard pile. Yeah, there we go, there we go. Alright, so this is what I'm gonna do. Pairs. We're doing pairs now. Do you guys have pairs of cards? Can you beat a pair of 4s? Go ahead, Peck School. Oh, we're starting off strong, I see. we're starting off strong, I see. Go for it, Devin. Do you have anything that can be? Oh, you guys are starting off so strong. What the heck? I'm gonna go ahead and pass. I'm gonna go ahead and pass. Peck School, you're up. This is kind of insane of you guys to do that. Ah. No, yeah, I think so. Devin and I already played R2s, so I think the hand goes to you, Peck School. I think we can go ahead. No, a 5 doesn't. Wait, huh? No. It can only be pairs. It can only be pairs. So now we basically Peck School is the next person that sets the hand. The only situation in which you can play those. Keep those 5s. Put the 5s back in your hand, Devin. Well, let's go ahead and put everything in the discard pile. And then Peck School, you can pretty much set up the next hand. So if you want it to be a full 5-card hand, you can. In which case, know that Devin does have a 3 of a kind. Ooh. Oh, yep, that counts. That counts. So that is a hand. That's a 666. So Devin, you would need a hand that can beat that. In which case, you can do a 3 of a kind, but I think you can also do a 4 of a kind or any of the 5-card combinations that you see on the top portion here. So do you have a hand that can beat what Peck School just played? Because I know that you have the 3 of a kind with 5. I don't know what poker, what beats that. I think ooh, that's a good question. Because it doesn't say 3 of a kind over here, I would say that 3 of a kind is actually the lowest. So if you have another 3 of a kind, you can play that. Another full house could beat it. I'm gonna say full house and above. So like full house, 4 of a kind, straight flush, and royal flush. Yeah. Is full house 2 or 3? Full house would be... It's a good question. A higher full house. We can look it up. Yeah, play what you got. Oh. I'm actually not sure. Would that beat it? Because it's a higher... The pair is higher, but the 3 of a kind is not. Can we get some some feedback from the chat? Pair of 8s. Yes, that beats it. Okay, cool. I'm okay with that. So, let's see if I have anything that beats that. I do. Wait. Does it not beat it? I actually don't know. That's the thing. Is the 3 in the calling? Is the 3 the calling? You know what? Let's look at the WikiHow. No, wait, this one uses a different, like, rule set from what I'm used to, if I'm being honest. So if let's just do house rules, as in, like, because I'm the teacher here, what I say goes. I'm gonna say... Trips over pairs. I mean, do we have to do math, I guess is the question, because it's like, oh, if the J is equivalent to, say, like an 11 or something, and then you have like the 3 5s, does that, so now 3 6s is higher than 3 5s. Oh, I see. Oh, so that means that Devon's doesn't count. I see. Okay, do you have anything that could beat that? The triple 6? If you do have, okay, let me look at what a royal flush is. Or sorry, a full house. Don't have anything that beats that then? Let me look at what a full house is again. A full house is made up of 3 cards with equal rank and a pair. Oh, that is a full house. That's what that, okay. These are ranked based on the rank of the 3 cards. For example, the 3 aces with 2 kings beats 3 kings with 2 aces. I see, okay. Okay, but so then that's a full house. So what beats that is, hold on. What beats that is, oh, a 4 of a kind, a straight flush, or a royal flush. Yeah, thank you, Peck School, thank you. The straight flush would be any 5 consecutive cards with the same suit. So for example, if you have like a 6 7, if you have anything like this, that would also beat it. So, just double checking. Do you have anything that beats anything like that, a straight flush or anything like that, Devin? If not, then I'll go ahead and do my turn. Dang, what song is this? I wish this site had nope. Okay, I wish this site had a way to say that, like, you know, pass. So I'll do this. I will do. Yes. I have 3 9s and 2 7s. Alright, beat that, Peck School. Pass? Okay, cool. And if Devin couldn't beat anything from last time, I think that's, yeah, that's the end of this hand. All right, so let's just do some cheeky little pairs. Cheeky little pairs. Let's do that. What the heck? Okay. Devin, you're up. Can't beat a pair of aces? Okay. I actually can't either, so it goes to you, Peck School. Oh, just a 4. Is it just a 4? Alright. How dastardly. Can you beat a queen? Oh, is that you signaling that you pass? How are you doing? Are you right clicking? How are you doing that? I'm assuming that means you pass. So Devin, go for it. Oh, unless, wait, what do you mean promotion in 12 seconds? Is Devin also saying that you're passing? Hello, I know Apple Tree. Hello. Why the bear Egyptian? I'm just feeling very Egyptian today. Click. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's an ad. It's an ad. Okay, give me a second. Yeah, you met me at a very Egyptian time in my life. Oh, that's how you do it. Okay, cool. So then I'll set up the next hand. And you know what? If you couldn't beat that one, you couldn't beat this one, right? Can't beat the queen? Okay. Can you beat that? Ah, okay. I like that you guys are signaling with your mouse. Alright, that's actually all of my cards, you guys. That's actually all of my cards. Yeah. Yeah, what did you guys have left over? I'm curious. Feel free to show them. Ah, pair of tens. Pair of jacks. Pair of you had so many. Oh, and you had a 3 of a kind. Dang. And in fact, so you just had a 1. It's not rigged. It's not rigged. I swear it's not. I swear it's not. Alright, do folks want to play again? Do folks want to play again? I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll go ahead and reset for this, actually. Reset. Oh, wow. Reset. Reset. GG. Yeah, I'll give you guys like a couple minutes or so to decide if you want to play again. Or if anyone wants to hop in. If you guys want to hop in, you can play. We got room for one more. I'll put the link in the chat. Got room for one more. It's this or making meme MTG altars. Wait, that sounds kind of sick though. What's an altar? Like an altar, like for a worshipping? Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, I'm curious. Is that like when you say like alt art? Let me know. Let me know. Also, I forgot to say earlier, for anyone that raided in, if you guys have to raid and run, no worries at all. Totally okay with it. Otherwise, you can. Oh my god, that's cool. You could change the number. Oh, custom art. Wait, that's sick. I would like to see your custom art. Also, let me move the Bibing Cubs a little bit. There we go. Alright, if no one else joins, we'll play one more time. We'll play one more time. Though actually, we do also have an ad break coming up. Play MTG. Very tempting offer, Matthew. Very tempting offer. I mean, there's an online, not online, but there's a program for it, right? MTG Arena. I keep saying that I'll check it out, but I just never do. I just never do. It's still a maybe. I still have to relearn Digimon. That's the thing. All right. If no one else is gonna join, we're gonna go ahead and deal. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. Let us deal, and then deal out the leftovers. There we go. All right. We are gonna have an ad break coming up soon, so let's just organize our cards for now, and then we'll go from there. I can't decide if I got a really good hand or a really bad hand. I'm gonna be so real with you right now. Digimon are the champion. And I have the 3 of clubs, so I'll start us off once I organize my cards. Digimon monsters, Digimon are the champions. Okay, yeah, this is actually not a great hand. I'm looking at everything. It's not looking good for me, but you know, maybe I'll luck out. Maybe this is meant to happen. Actually, this could be a good hand. This could really be a good hand. If I will it to be so. Let's see. They all say that? Alright, I'm gonna have a banger of an opening move. I'm gonna have a banger of an opening move, and it's kind of my only gambit. If I won't fall for your mental games. Oh man. It's gonna be quite the banger opening. You guys will probably hate me for it, but this might be all I have. So good luck. Haha. Beat that. Let's do Pec School next. Yeah, right, right. And how about this? We won't go to ad break just yet. I'll pause it for like as long as I can. I'll pause the ad break for as long as I can. She drops Exodia. Is that a full right off the bat? It is. It is. It is a full house right off the bat. See, we're bringing out the big boys right off the bat. There we go. Good job, Peck School. Go ahead, Devin. Do you got anything? Okay, we're just bringing it out. Show them all the things you can do. Let's kick it off. All right. Let's freaking This might be a quick game. Or rather, I might be out like right away, is what I'm saying. All right, anything to beat that? You got anything? Okay. How about you, Devin? Oh no freaking way! I'm ruined. I'm ruined. But because I bet the schoolhouse. But because I bet the schoolhouse. But because this game is so broken with 3. Oh, it's over. It's over. I pass. I pass. Actually, yeah, you have the 2 of diamonds. There's no way. There's no way. I'm putting all my stuff in the Discord pile. Devin, it's you. This is insane. Like, Baby Cubs, we lost the bungalow. Baby Cubs, we lost the bungalow. I forgot I have expression toggles for this model. It's just a 5. You swear? No fooling? No fooling, it's just a 5? Okay, I'll put a 9. If I die from this, tell my wives to sell the timeshare. Together. Also, I think I missed it last time, but Zako, you said that you won your Gundam TCG locals. Good job, good job. Alright, a Jack. I can handle a Jack. Easy. Let's kick it off. Together. Okay, so Peck School passes. How about you, Devin? Whoa, I pass. I pass. Alright, Devin, all you. That's single 7, right? That's it. Go! Go, Jack, go! It was draft. Turn A Gundam is in the sets now. Oh, cool. Very cool. Oh, nothing? Nothing on Peck School? Okay. Okay. Devin, you're up. Okay. That's it. That's it for me. You're up again, Devin. I think Devin's gonna clinch this one. Just an 8! Just an 8! Oh, you're not gonna believe this. I actually don't have anything that can beat that. I don't have anything. The Peck School. Peck School, do you have anything? Please, please, Peck School. He does! Peck School has a Jack. And a Queen! No! That too! What? Devin, what? No! I had this! I had this. I just needed one good hand. What about you, Peck School? What did you have? A 4 of a kind? Oh my gosh. Dang. Ah, but yeah, that starting section, yeah. Dang. Well, GG's everyone. Good job. Good job. If you guys want to play again, we can, but we do also have an ad break, so I'll let you guys decide within the next 3 minutes. But I'm also good with calling it here. Or not calling it, but like I'm good with like just yapping for the rest of our time. Does this game work with more than 4 people? Might be a new drinking game. It might be. Might be. So you know what? Let me put you guys over in the cub corner. I still have my crying emote. Cubs, say goodbye to the bungalow. It's Devin's bungalow now. Now he's gonna be teaching you guys about art history and or MTG. But yeah, that's fun. That's a lot of fun. Alright, I'll decide during the ad break if I want to play another game, but otherwise... If there's a 4th person, if not, I'm good. Yeah, same Z's. So, okay. Not the bungalow. Alright, the ad break's gonna start soon. I'll see you guys in a couple minutes. that you make me feel. You guys remember this song? Alright, we're back. We're back. We're back, and I've decided I think I'm good on Poseidon for today's stream, but I did enjoy that. I thought that was really cool, and I might make it into, like, I don't know, like a redeem or something. The only thing with making it into a redeem is that, like, we need, like, 2 to 3 other people. Like, so, like, if someone challenges me to Posoi, like, we need other people, you know? I first heard this because of MTV's video mods. I also remember hearing this from, like, MTV or, like, VH1 or something, right? And I just remember, like, watching the music video for it and being like, oh my gosh, like, I'm a mobile, how do I I'm sorry, Zako. We'll do it next time, though. We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. But it was fun. It was good to just explore, because like I said, I wasn't sure how it was gonna end up. I wasn't sure if people would just, like, completely break the rules, but luckily, Devin and Peck School were very gracious. They're very patient. What you could do is have 3 people need to redeem it at once. Oh, yeah, like, maybe, like, within a stream or something like that? We could... Ooh, actually, like, I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my notepad. Just with a chance we can make it now. I'm living a thing called love. Ooh. I heard card game and agreed without knowing what was happening. Well, you guys were very patient and gracious, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So I think for the last part of our yap session today, for one, you know what I completely forgot about? We did not do Time Guesser. We did not do Time Guesser at all. We also didn't do it on Saturday, now that I think about it. So we should do... Oh, tarot reading. Let's do that. Let's do that as well. I don't have my webcam set up, though. If that's okay with you, Zako, I'm just gonna, like, read out the card. And I think I'll have, like, I could get, like, the PNG for it and stuff. It's fine? Okay, cool, 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 cool. So yeah, speaking of card games, we'll do a tarot reading for Zako, and then we'll do Time Guesser. And then I might want to chat about some possible sub-incentives for... Oh, Zakune, start running your way. Bakune, look, see, I fixed the phone. I fixed the phone. Also some incentives for when and if I do a subathon in a couple of weeks. Maybe. I'll tell you guys what I have planned so far. So, all right, let me get my tarot card deck out. And I'll be using Tarot of the Divine, which is the one that is based off of mythology, world mythology, and folklore. Will I get a playset of each turn A Gundam alt art card? Let's see, the spirit is there. I could do the bad and redeem 3 of those instead of a dedicated redeem. Please put a timer on that for each person. There is a timer. There is a timer. I think the 3-card one can only be redeemed, like, once per stream, so let me go ahead and just do a 1-card redeem for you. You can probably hear me shuffle them. Oh, there is mobile doesn't show. Yeah. Every day she's shuffling. You can pet the cats. The music is a teensy-weensy bit loud, so we'll put it down a little bit. Alright, let me go ahead and pick out a card for Zako. And you get... The King of Swords reversed. So this is an interesting one. Let me see if I can get a PNG for it up here. King of Swords reversed. Tarot of the Divine. There we go. So you got this card, but reversed. This ain't the Digimon soundtrack. Yeah, I think that one ended. We could replay it again. Unless, wait, you did say Pokemon openings. Let's see if they have the dubs. They have the, oh my gosh, they do have the opening themes. There we go. There we go. Alright, Dako, so you got the King of Swords, reversed. So, this is what's called a court card. The court card is basically, since we were just playing Pusoi Dos, it's basically like your kings, queens, knights, and pages. So this could represent either an aspect of yourself or someone in your life. The King Swords, there's 4 different suits as with playing cards. Swords represents the element of air, as well as ideas like identity, ideas, society, politics, your mind, basically. Johto specifically? Okay, let's find the Johto one. Here we go. I think this is, it says Johto. It literally says Johto on it. I think it is. This is kind of nostalgic. Wow, so nostalgic. So yeah, the element of, sorry, the suit of swords has to do with the mind, has to do with your ideas, your identity, and all things like that. The king, the fact that it's a king usually means someone that is in control of those aspects. So imagine a person that is fully in control of their ideas, their identity, their sociopolitics, essentially. Excuse me. However, it was reversed. So this could also mean someone that you're imagining that is not in control of, someone that like has the power of their identity and their ideas, but maybe is like not able to control them properly. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to cough. But here we have a little bit more of a description from Yoshi Yoshitani, who is the artist. So this portrays a griffin from Persia and Persian folklore. The King of Swords represents wisdom enhanced by power. The griffin is a noble and intelligent creature soaring over land and sea, a symbol for patience, perseverance, and judgment. So normally, upright, it would be authority, structure, logic, self-discipline, and loyalty, but reverse, it could imply a dictator, cruelty, violence, oppression, and cynicism. So someone who, instead of using their smarts and their mind for benefit, they might be using it in a manipulative way. So they have control of, like, you know, mental function, and but they also have power, and I think that's where the reverse is coming from, is that are they misusing their power some way, somehow? So once again, this could be someone in your life, or this could be an aspect of yourself. The illustration itself is pretty cool looking as well. You got yourself a griffin with really vivid coloration. They're holding a sword, as in they know how to wield that sword. However, once again, because it's reverse, it could be that, like, they know how to wield it, but, or rather, they have the sword, but do they know how to wield it? So yeah, I'm gonna get manipulated if I get him, or I have to manipulate to get them. So those are 2 possible ways to interpret it. Either that, like, maybe this is an aspect of yourself that you're thinking that you're put in a place where you need to use manipulation in order to get what you need, or maybe that you might be feeling that you are being manipulated, right? So, in terms of, like, I guess what to do from here, it's one of those situations where you might need to just channel your inner griffin, you know? Like, you might have, like, power in you in terms of, like, the sword itself, but it's also a matter of knowing how to wield that sword. How to wield your mind, your ideas. So, upright mayor of NY, upside down the orange Cheeto. Exactly. Exactly, Idol. Exactly. Wow, this music. Your inner Peter Griffin. There you go. There you go. Exactly. But alright, let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, that is your tarot reading for the day. Johto. Bien. Shadowboxing the fields behind the 7-Eleven. There you go. Alright, let's do some time guesser, shall we? Let's do some time guesser, and we'll see how much more we need to yap. That vaguely looked like, what's it called? Rami Malek for like a second, for like a hot second. But let's see here. So, We have Latin text, but with a lot of diacritics. So I'm like immediately wondering if it's maybe like Eastern Europe, maybe like Poland even. Wait, it says Budapest right in the background there. So maybe this is Hungarian? Budapest, Hungary? Is that an automobile in the background? That looks vaguely 1920s, 30s, I want to say. Let me get my my references for the cars. The one big weakness, and I told Beans about this, is that like for my car studies, I actually haven't been drawing the back of a lot of these. This could be late. This could be 20s or 30s. I'm thinking let's do late 20s, so like 1928 Budapest. Not Bucharest, but Budapest. Make a guess. 7 years off, but it was Budapest. 3 men posing for a photo in Budapest's Zsigmond Moritz Square, then named Miklos Horthy Square during the mid-30s. Ah, okay, so we weren't too far off. We weren't too far off. But luckily, it said Budapest in the background, so that definitely helped us a lot. Second round. Ooh, this looks old as well. There's some youngins with those like cloche hats. This looks old. This looks like old. This looks like it could be like 20s or even 1910s. But I can't tell. Like the photo quality looks like it could also be like a little bit later. You do have your like flat caps over here. This is not the Pokemon Advance theme. It could be a cover. It might be a cover. The dresses are reminding me of the 20s. Because we just got the 30s, so maybe this actually is from the 20s. I just don't know where this would be. Ah, there's a building in the background. And then it looks like it says post in the back. Maybe like postal service or something like that. It says 85, but unless this is like, I don't know, like a retro park day or something. I feel like it's not 1985. It could be though. It could be. Cause it's so forced, a part of me wants to say like New England or like New York, like Central Park or something like that. But I feel like this is gonna be a bit vague. This is gonna be a bit vague. Let's just do Central Park, 1925, and hope for the best. No, it was England. No, Gothenburg is Sweden. Children and adults gather at a playground in Landary Parken during the 1923 Gothenburg exhibition, celebrating the city's 300th anniversary. Today, this area is a public park located near Nakrosdamen Lily Pond at the University of Gothenburg. Aha. There's no way that we would have been able to figure that out. That's crazy. And the thing is, like, because I was curious. I was wondering, like, oh, what do you need to do in order to, like, submit a photo for Time Guesser? And it always says, like, you need some kind of indication of time period and location. I feel like time period is fine with, like, the fashion, but it's like, how would people have known that this is in Sweden? Oh, Peck School, I did miss that. Sverige on the child hat. That is how they say Sweden in Swedish. Post Malone, actually. All right. Gilmar Gutierrez. Oh, this looks like a silhouette for a country. This might be... Okay, so Gilmar Gutierrez. Or Gilmar. Annabella Asin. Diputada. So this is... It seems like a Spanish-speaking country. There's a lot of use of, like, red and... Wait. Esperanza? Gino Dominguez? We got ice cream. Magnum Sentido. I remember this theme too. Okay, if this is like a silhouette for a country, what country could it be? It might maybe like Peru? It's giving Mexico, that's why I look like outside my resort. A part of me, I don't know, because like I feel like this is another country because like, this specifically kind of looks like a silhouette. But maybe it's not even for a country. It could be for, like, a county, you know? Who lets anyone put up covers of songs? Well, I think it's also because they probably don't let you put the actual song. Like, the actual song singer-songwriter's probably like, no, I don't want that on there. So, like, they gotta resort to putting up covers. Today I learned good humor has a different name in each country. What the F? If that's not Mexico, it's El Salvador? What do you see that makes you say that? There's also, like, this person also uses a lot of, like, green and red. And I don't know, like, a lot of the, Latin American flags off the top of my head. But when I think of, like, red and green like that, I think of Portugal. But I feel like we would see diacritics. Like, we would see, like, markings above, like, certain letters if that was the case. Pure vibes. Good humor has a different name in Mexico, though. Ah. Yeah, I don't think it's Mexico. I feel like it's another Latin American country, but I don't think it's Mexico specifically. I don't know. I'm also kind of going off of vibes. Let's just say Peru. No, actually, that if we're assuming that this is like a... It's for president too, so that would probably be for the whole nation. So let's see if there's any country that matches like the silhouette here. Oh, that kind of looks like Ecuador. Look, there's a little like notch here. It kind of looks like Ecuador. Yeah, I think it is. Let's put this in Quito. I just don't know time period wise. This looks like it could be maybe like 2010s. Let's do late 2000s. Ah, it is Ecuador, but just a little bit more south. A man passing under banners of different presidential candidates on a bridge in Guayaquil, Ecuador, 2 days before the voting began for the 2006 presidential election. Pretty close. Pretty close. Good humor. All right, let's see what this is. Round 4, children's matinee, every Saturday afternoon. Oh, look at those cars in the background. The fenders are very noticeable. So that would probably place this in like 30s or 40s? Hold up. What do 40s cars look like again? Yeah, that's looking like a late 30s car. Ah, it could also be late 40s. Let's put it smack dab in the middle. Let's put it in 1940, like, 2? Could this be Disneyland? Disney World? So in Ecuador, good humor is pinguino? Pinguino? How do you pronounce it with the U with the umlaut? Is it like, is it still pinguino or pinguino? This kind of is giving like, you know, Hollywood-ish vibes. Maybe this is like Universal. The thing is, I don't know when Universal Studios was established. But let's just humor me for a second. Universal would be somewhere here. No, that's Burbank, Glendale, Hollywood sign. Here's Studio City. Wait, where is Universal? It should be... Oh, here, Universal? Yeah, maybe it's Universal, 1942? Pronounced we. Oh, we. Okay. Pinguino. Pinuino. Pinuino, okay. Oh, Pinuino. For good humor? Oh, interesting, interesting. Alright, let's guess Universal 1940s. No! It's Australia. 2 women enjoying a ride at Luna Park in Sydney, Australia in front of the Sydney Harbour Bridge. Oh, I wouldn't have known that. I have no... having a snowball's chance in Hades to know that. All right, let's see. This is round 5. Potra vin. Okay, so we're seeing Latin text, not Cyrillic. Potra vin. Okay. Vibes right away tells me Italy, but I'm not sure. Fashion. We are seeing some women in like these like suit skirts, which is maybe 40s, maybe 50s. Let's say early 50s. Potravin. Oh, you know what? The hair is shorter, and then we're also seeing some patterns. Maybe this is even later. Maybe this is late 50s. Maybe even early 60s. Let's do 19. Yeah, there's a lot of patterns actually. Let's say 1960. I can't read the text unfortunately. Hi May Shark, hello. Hello, hello. We're on our last round of Time Guesser. I don't know, Vibes is making me think Italy, but there might be other clues in here. Oh, that's a broken arch. It's a broken arch. Gothic. It's so gothic. Yeah, I'll just go with the vibes. I'll just go with vibes. Let's do 1960s Rome. What is this? Tourists in Starometsky Namesti, Old Town Square in Prague. Looking at the medieval astronomical clock known as Prague Orlo, attached to the Old Town Hall dating back to 1410. Oh, we got the time period right though, 1960s. Oh, very cool, very nice. Unfortunately, we got a lot wrong this round. 30k. It's okay. We didn't make it to 40k, but it's okay. It's okay. We did decent. We did decent. Is this really the theme to Pokemon Black? I stopped watching the anime by this point. so you guys tell me. We've gotten out of the realm of familiarity with Pokemon opening songs. But alright, so I think with that, last thing that I wanted to yap about was I mentioned last stream that I have been thinking of doing a subathon. Bad cover, yeah. It's not, I wouldn't say it's bad. Last time I watched Pokemon was the Lugia movie. That's the 2000 movie, right? That was so good. So I want to do a subathon on May 16th. I'm still nailing the details down. But this is to celebrate World Sun Bear Day, and basically it would be like a donation stream as well, where like I would like be encouraging you guys to do subs, like yeah, to subscribe to me and all that, but I would match the price of like however many subs I get and pay it forward to the Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Center. And I settled on I wrote it down. My goal is, I would say it's a pretty like reachable goal. But basically I would want to raise a little less than $200. A little less than $200 because the exchange rate for I believe it's Malaysian and yen and Japanese yen is pretty forgiving. So like here, let me show you guys something. Let's do BSBCC Japan. Let me show you guys. Where's the donation? Here we go. You can send a gift. You can send a gift to the bears. So the first tier is honey. This is 1,500 yen. So that's about like $9 essentially. Like $9 to send the bears some honey. 5,000 yen, that's what, like a little less than like $40 to give them a hammock. 60 something dollars for enrichment. A whole week's worth of meals would be 15,000 yen, which let me see what the equation is for that. 15,000 yen, $2. $94. Pretty good, right? And then for an annual medical checkup, that's 20,000 yen. Is $125. So for the highest like reward amount, like basically I would just want to like raise up to like a little over $120 basically. That's how much the Thunder McKing and Ice cost. Exactly. So it's gonna be a pretty like I feel like my goals aren't too ambitious in terms of like how much I want to raise for the bears, right? Because it's also possible that like if we go over the limit, we can also just like I could pay for like a medical checkup and like honey, right? And a hammock, right? So I'm thinking my goal will be 20 subs right? I feel like that's doable. 20 subs maximum. But I will have some incentives. I will have like a tier system. So I'm thinking for 5 subs, a new emote. The only thing is, I don't know what emote to make. I have one in mind, a GIF. But I won't spoil anything yet. 10 subs, I'm thinking a new flavor of Bebingcub. So you guys see those stream avatars on the floor there? That's you guys. So far you can pick from a variety of flavors from pandan, chocolate, ube, coffee, regular, strawberry. There's a whole bunch. But I'd be down to add another flavor. And once again, I won't say what flavor, but I'd be down to add a new one if we unlock a total of 10 subs. 15 subs, I'm thinking a new PNG outfit. That's right, a new outfit. I could be Egyptian. I could be medieval. Well, those are some outfits I already have. Why would we want a new flavor when purple is already an option? You got to see the new flavor. It'll be a yummy one. You guys will love it, I'm sure. I'm thinking a new PNG outfit. I already have an idea of what kind of outfit I want to do. And then 20 subs. If we get to like my top goal of 20 subs total, a new classroom variant, as in like, you know how we can already make the classroom Egyptian and flooded and cubist and all these other things? Well, we're gonna get another variant. Double purple. Exactly. Exactly. And then I'm also gonna have some stretch goals, just in case we go over the 20 sub maximum, which would be very generous of you guys, but I'm not expecting that, you know, like even just like 10 subs would be like plenty for me to work with, right? But if we do go into the stretch goals, I'm thinking maybe a new redeem. Maybe we will give you guys the lick redeem finally, but we might also give you guys the spray bottle. Now, this is the part where I'm actually not sure. Like, I'm thinking like the ultimate like maximum amount that I want to do a stretch goal for would be 50 subs. Any more than that, then I don't got any more goals. We're out of goals at this point. The only thing is, I don't know what to do for 40 subs and 50 subs. Right here on my notes, I put Fortnite ? Horror stream ? And then for 50 subs, I'm thinking Gartic phone ? With you guys ? So that's just what's on my mind. That's what I'm thinking of. And then in addition to these like total sub incentives, I also have like sub rewards. So like if you personally give 1 sub, I'll give you like a sketch. MS Paint, but it will be a sketch. An MS Paint sketch, you know, something nice and quick. And I'm thinking for 5 subs, something a little bit more like refined. So maybe like a digital art sketch, but like on my usual art program, which is Procreate. And then 10 subs would get you an educational stream topic of your choice. So you guys know I love doing educational like streams. But you can recommend, or not even recommend, like I will do an educational stream topic of your choice. Mortuary assistant at 50 subs? Maybe. That's what I'm still like grappling with. That's what I'm still deciding on, right? That's what I'm still deciding on. So we'll see, because like if I do a horror stream, I would want it to be like tangentially related to art history or history. Funger at 50? Dang, I don't know. Because I do like the lore of Funger. I'm gonna be real with you. I like the mechanics and lore of Funger, but I don't know if I'm built for Funger. You know what I mean? Like, Funger mentioned, exactly. I don't know if I'm built for Funger. Like, it just seems I'm not one for those games like Dark Souls where it's just super hard, right? And also I know that I would need like a like some kind of like game mod to censor out a whole bunch of things if I do Funger, right? Funger's crazy, right? I'll be real. Play 2, the first one is not kosher for you. I know, like, I've seen other people play Funger 1, so I definitely know what to expect. But also, yes, for this audience, for my classroom, I know exactly what you mean. And I do hear that 2 is a little bit more palatable overall. Exactly, I've seen you play it. First one, only one you need to censor. If I had something to put for a topic of choice, it'd probably be the history of either pho or pot stickers. Ooh, that sounds good. I can hold your hand in Discord when you play horror. Ooh, I think I would appreciate a buddy, you know? An emotional support cub. Platonically, exactly. How about FNAF? Funny game mascots? That's an option. Funger 2 has less dong dropping. I'll hold your hand through Funger. Aw, man, you guys are so supportive. You guys are so supportive. I appreciate it. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm pretty decided on like the initial sub incentives, like a new emote and a new bibinka flavor and a new outfit and a new classroom variant. It's like the later stretch goals that I'm like, oh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Because I was telling Beans that like I don't want to do like an incentive that I actively hate or that I actively am like fearing, you know? It's just more of something that like something that I would like also kind of look forward to, but is like not necessarily like if I don't reach it, it's fine, you know? Just don't name anyone after me and Funger. Oh no. Funger 2's dong dropping is very artistic. I'll even be on call to be your Jiminy Cricket. Fearing and hungering. Please no more. I know. Peck School can... It's okay, it won't be Peck School. It'll be 2 Pecks 2... No, we already used 2 Pecks 2 cool. Peck School Tokyo Drift. What was the Fast and Furious? It was Fast and Furious. It's Pex and Cool. And then it's Pex 5. There we go. So it won't be you. It'll be the other yous. If you play Marina, you can name your zombies. Oh, interesting. I did watch Super Eye Patch Wolf's video on Funger 2, so I know a couple things about Funger 2, but he also did a good job of like not spoiling every single thing. Peck's warm. 4050 says Bibinka cooking stream. That would be cool. I just don't know how I would set that up. Because I have a very small kitchen, I don't know how I would be able to set that up. Unless I go to my parents' place. But then I risk my parents doxing me. Of being like, oh, can I say hi to your friends? Government name? Better idea, play Suburb? What's Suburb? Is that like Suburbia? Hi, Tita. Cool pecs. I'm not entering the medium again. Great Depression Beal stream. Would you guys want me to do like a mukbang stream or something like that? Where it's like, oh, see how many pot stickers I can eat. Yep, it's 5. It's 5. Alright, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up. Suburb. Oh my gosh.
64 slices
Of American cheese. I'm so Egyptian as I eat this. Oh my gosh. You unlocked a memory. Sugrub. Sugrub and Suburb. Fake fans skip to the trolls in Act 4, stop reading before Act 4. No, I have a crappy memory. The answer is that I have a crappy memory. I only remember that the characters exist and that the Sagittarius character is sweaty. That's all I remember. We doing food today? Oh, for Food Guster? We can. We can. But I think after that I might call it because not only am I getting tired, I also have to use the bathroom. I already had a meteor explode a hole in my house. I'm not doing it again. Mika, you know I'm the resident homestuck. I constantly drop in jokes. 50 sub goal HS reread. That is a possibility. Ooh, this pizza. A pizza pie. Pizza dough, clams, olive oil, garlic, oregano, pecorino, Romano cheese, lemon juice, parsley, red pepper flakes, and mozzarella. Mozzarella. The fact that it has clams is making me think this is like an East Coast thing, but seeing pizza just makes me think of Italy. So let's try Italy first, and if it's not Italy, it might be like America? Ice cold. Alright, let's do United States. Yep, white clam pie. I've never heard of such a thing, but I'd be down for it. I'd be very much down for this. White clam pie? It's a type of pizza originated from the United States, specifically from New Haven, Connecticut. Ah, okay. Frank Pepe Pizzeria Napoletana. Very cool. I tried reading Homestuck like 3 times and gave up every time. It feels American. America, like clam chowder in pizza form. I love clam chowder. Chowder! I feel like Italy would be up in arms over seafood pizza, at least a few of them. The thing is, like, Rome, or like, Italy has a lot of seafood, though. Like, doesn't it have, like, a rich seafood culture? Like, before tomatoes and, like, things from America came over to Italy, like, it was mostly, like, seafood that they would eat in ancient Rome, right? So that's why, like, that's why I'm like, maybe. Time guesser tournament with Cubs, see how many of us have been paying attention in class. Ooh, I like that idea. That might not even be like a sub goal. That might just be something I want to do. I'm writing that down right now. Time guesser tourney. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I haven't really heard of it on pizza. I know they love their seafood pasta. Yeah, seafood pasta. So no anchovies. Okay, what's this? Oh, this looks like something I'd have from my mother-in-law. Looks like Slavic. Cabbage, ground meat, rice, onion, eggs, tomato, salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, carrots, bay leaves, lemon juice, sugar, raisins. Give me a second. Sorry, I muted because I thought I heard like squeaky noises, but it was a little concerning because it's like the sound you would hear from like a dog that like, you know, got hit or something like that. And for one, we don't have dogs. So I'm like, oh no, what if that's like the infamous cat throwing up sound? But it was in the distance, so that's why I was like, what is that? So Beans is checking if one of the cats threw up, so hopefully not, but you know. Let's see, Art Appreciation Kahoot. Ooh, Art Appreciation Kahoot. I'm gonna write that down too. These are all banger ideas, you guys. Art App Kahoot. I feel like raisins might be sort of a giveaway, but I'm not sure from where. That was just me. I stubbed my toe. Babatarov, Babinkov's Battle Arena. It did say raisins, right? It did say raisins. Let's do Ukraine. Borders Ukraine. Okay, dailies. Borders Ukraine, you say? Oh, to the southwest? This could be Moldova or it could be Romania. Let's try Romania first. All right, Holishkis. Holishkis. I've never heard of such a thing. It sounds like it would be good though. Holishkis, known as stuffed cabbage rolls, is a traditional dish commonly found in the cuisines of several Central and Eastern European countries. Ah, okay. So Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Serbia, Croatia, Hungary, Lithuania, and Slovenia. I've only had Greek stuffed cabbage. Yeah, I've had it before. I feel like my mother-in-law made it one time. Kahoot is so fitting for the classroom aesthetic. It really would be. It really would be. Oh, cake! Yummy! Chocolate sponge cake, whipped cream, cherries, kirsch, chocolate shaving, sugar, egg, flour, cocoa powder, butter, vanilla extract, cherry syrup, corn flour, baking powder. It is quite decadent. This is quite the decadent cake. A part of me, because it's so rich, and it's chocolate, I want to say like Germany, but it could also be America. But we also just got an American one, right? Let's say Germany. It's Germany. Black Forest Gâteau. Schwarzwälder Kirschtorte. It is a popular dessert originating from Germany. The cake is named after the Black Forest region in southwestern Germany. Cool! Cool, cool. We got that one. We got that one easy. Share results. We did pretty good. We did pretty good on that. Nice. Black Forest Gâteau is like textbook cake model or one of them. I've seen it in so many stock anime or game cake. Yeah, for real. I'm thinking of, oh, what was that one game? It wasn't Ib, was it? I think it was Ib. where there was like a little like cartoony little like, oh no, I accidentally baked the key of this door into the cake. Whatever shall I do? And then it's like the answer is murder. I thought it looked like Black Forest cake. Yeah, right. It's either that or strawberry shortcake. Oh, I'm a sucker for strawberry shortcake. I would have been able to clock it right away. Okay, well I say that, but but I don't know if I would. But I love strawberry shortcake and tres leches. Those are like my top favorite types of cake. And I know I talked about this before, but like my favorite one that I don't think exists anymore, Yoshinoya strawberry shortcake. I know strawberry shortcake still exists, but specifically this Japanese restaurant called Yoshinoya used to sell them all the time. Ah, if I could just have that again. If I could just have that again one more time, please. Same favorite cakes. How about Brazo de Mercedes? Oh, yes. I think my dad's made that before. I gotta try Gateau. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. I'll order some eventually and I'll tell you guys about it. Yes, please. Yes, please. Yeah, Japanese cheesecake. I'm also a sucker for just good old-fashioned New York cheesecake as well. There's something about like the texture of it that just like, I love it. It's so decadent. It's so decadent. All right, guys, I have to go pee. I have to go pee. So let's go ahead and end things off here. Let's go ahead and mosh. And I'll see. Oh, I didn't mean for that to start right away. Let me also stop raids. But thanks, y'all, for chiming in, for playing Pasoy with me, for yapping with me. It's always a lot of fun. So be kind to your bladder. I will. My favorite is a good custardy tiramisu with Japanese cheesecake close behind. Ooh, those all sound so good. Those all sound so good. But alrighty, for any new students, we do have an end of stream tradition. This is our end of stream mosh pit. All you gotta do is once I play some music over here, and once you hear the music, go ahead and start spamming your favorite emotes in the chat, and I'm gonna make your little stream avatars fight each other. There's no correlation between, open up the pit. Oh, you got the rare 1% bear too. Thanks for dunking on me on Pasoy. No. Strawberry cheesecake is so scrumptious. Yeah. Open up the pit. There's no correlation between how many emotes you spam and who wins the mosh pit. It's RNG, and it's not rigged. So once you hear the music, get to moshing. 1% bear. She lies. I don't. I would never. Chodai. Wins directly correlate to shmoney paid? No. No, no, no. Incorrect. Loud incorrect buzzer. Bam, 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 bam. Dub my fat people. Damesteta. Dun, dun, dun. Why is that lady bobbing her head while covered in dead leaves? Oh, you know. Yo, Pexco survived the mosh pit. But can you win round 2? Cool Pex, if that is your real name. Pex Warm. Bam, 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 bam. My fat people. Bam, bam, bam. Namaste. Peck's room temperature, Ayo got him. Oh my gosh. And it's a beeplebees with the win. Let's go. There are 3 Peck schools in your mind. Or was it there are 2 wolves inside you? There are 3 Peck schools. Peck school, Peck's warm, and Peck's room temperature. Peck's lukewarm. You gotta love it. Let's go. It's not rigged. You won. It's not rigged. Got me. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Very cool. Very cool. I'll drive you guys back home. Good job, everybody. Good job. It's not rigged. It's not 30 bucks well spent. Oh my gosh. We're gonna go ahead and raid into aaaa. He's yapping. He just got started, actually. I gotta use the bathroom real quick, and then I'll join you guys. I'll join you guys in the raid, alright? I did send over 30 live full-grown male deer. Oh, that explains that. Oh my gosh, just so many deer. Miss Teacher, I threw up on the seat. Ah, we gotta get the sand. What is it? We gotta get the sand. Thanks for another awesome stream. Peace and love. Thank you guys. I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys. There we go. Oh my god, it's fixed. I think the command is fixed. Alright guys, I hope you guys have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. And as always, I'll see you guys when I see you guys. Bye-bye. We raid.